I tell you, those trick plays, though, do seem to be coming in handy and getting some yards on the Floyd Central side, you know. I mean, maybe the Jeff team is going to wise up to that, though, and it might not work further in the game.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of the play-action pass. You're expecting a run, but it's a pass, so you can't commit to one or the other too much. You have to account for both. But here's the Red Devil offense. Getting back out here. Thompson takes a snap, whistle blown, and a flag is thrown down on the field. It's going to be a false start on the offense, so that's going to bring them back a few yards. So the Red Devil offense off to a little bit of a rough start. Cordell Thompson, or Thomas, excuse me, Cordell Thomas, had a really good game coming back against Kokomo. Threw for 177 yards and 3 touchdowns with a passer percentage of 77.8. So we'll hope to kind of resemble that effort here today. Got one receiver up to the top on the far side, one down to the near side, one back in the backfield, 2 wing backs over to the right side, and they're going to fake it off, and it's going to fall incomplete. Threw it a little bit too high and fell through the hands of the running back.
Looks like a tiny bit of stress. Looks like a tiny bit of stress on that side. You know, things can be stressful in a game like this, especially a big rivalry match. You know, I mean, they're trying to keep that score going up, trying to make it 4-1.
Well, right now it's 0-0 with 8:53 to go here in the first quarter. So the Red Devil offense looking for signals here on their own sideline. The coach is waving it on. You got 2 receivers up on the far side, 1 down on the near side, 2 backs in the backfield on each side of Thomas. He motions a receiver out to the left side. It's going to be a bubble screen over towards the left side, has some distance, tries to get to the 20-yard line as he rolls his way out of bounds. It sets up a 3rd down and long.
It's like they pushed off to the sidelines. They're really trying to make sure they don't get that score.
And it really just seemed like Floyd Central was all over it. You know, it seemed like it had some distance and momentum, but as he was trying to push towards the sideline, they kind of closed up on it quickly.
Oh, yeah.
So 3rd down and 15. Got trips down to the right on the near side. One back in the backfield, 1 receiver out to the left. Thomas takes a snap. He rolls his way over to the right side, looking for a receiver, finds one at around the 25-yard line and is leveled. And a nice, strong tackle by Donovan Taylor. The junior, 5'9", 160 pounds defensive back was all over it.
It's a great defense strategy. You love to see it, even if it's not on our side. You know, you got to respect the play.
And that strategy, hit him, make the hit, and tackle him. So that will set up the punt for the Red Devil special team unit.
Punt can be very good at gaining some yards here.
So he boots it away. It's a clean punt. And it will be received at around the 35-yard line, and he is drilled right at the 38-yard line. What a hit. Braylon Gray coming in with a big hit to set the tone that because he didn't call the fair catch, he's like, you're not going to get any yards on me. And he responds after the hit that Floyd Central gave. An eye for an eye, one would say.
He told him to sit on down.
So 1st and 10 for Floyd Central. 2 receivers out on the far side, 1 on the left, 1 back in the backfield. Takes the snap, hands it off. He's kind of pushing his way, found an opening of a hole, and it seemed like nothing was there.
Well, once again, we're seeing Sebastian Robinson putting in that work, trying to pierce through that defense.
Yeah, as you mentioned earlier, averaging around 140 yards per game, which is pretty impressive. You know, it's nothing earth-shattering, but, you know, get those yards while you can. And you see his long flowing hair in the backfield. Makes him distinct to see. So you got 2 receivers out to the right. It's handed off back to him once again, and this time he's moving with a purpose. He's rolling all the way to the right side at the 35 to 30, the 25 to 20, 15, 10, and he's tackled down, tripped up at around the 10-yard line. And the Floyd Central side feeling themselves early off of the run.
Getting a lot of yardage there on the Floyd Central side. The Red Devils were not expecting that.
And some of you may be wondering with Robinson's frame, you know, you would kind of, or Robertson's framing, I should say, you wouldn't expect him at 6 foot, 205 pounds to be a huge speedster on this team, but he's got the speed. It's the reason why he's playing running back. 2 receivers down to the left side, 2 to the right. Robertson to the left of Mull. It's going to be an end around over here to the left side. He tries to move his way down, met with some strong contact and gets tackled down at around the 11-yard line. He was able to get past one defender, a little bit of a scuffle there between Floyd Central and the Red Devils there, but not much of it. But yeah, just able to elude one tackler, try to get it upfield, but Red Devils all over it.
Some great moves by Donovan Taylor.
Takes a snap and is immediately hit away. No flag thrown down to the field, and it will be a flag. A late flag comes rolling in.
The Red Devil side doesn't look too happy about that one.
My guess, possibly pass interference. I'm not quite sure. The referee's pointing over on the Red Devil side. We'll wait for the official signal. But yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be on the hit on the receiver for Floyd Central. Didn't give him any time to try to make the play, just immediately hit him in the back. And that is going to be the call. It's going to be pass interference on the defense.
In this situation, I'd want to form up on the person with the ball as hard as you can because they are the Floyd Central side is advancing towards that end zone very, very fast.
2 receivers out on the far right side. Robertson's in the left of the backfield of Mull. Mull takes a snap, hands it off to Robertson. He's bulldozed his way into the end zone, and he's just short of the goal line. Tackled at around the 1-2 yard line. And they're going to spot him at the 1. Clock rolling. 6:15, takes a snap, handoff, rolls his way into the end zone, pushes his way across. Touchdown, Floyd Central. Sebastian Robertson gets the first score of the game with a 1-yard run to make it 6-0.
Putting our first score on Floyd Central. Red Devils want to try and come back from that as soon as possible.
And the big question, what will the response be?
My opinion from what we saw there before that score, I think we need to try and see a bit of a stronger defense on the side and maybe paying attention to some of those people in the back as well because they were maneuvering their way around the sides of the field, just advancing yard after yard.
And you saw it with Robertson on those last 3 or 4 plays, you know, just him using the speed to his advantage. And the thing, what I've noticed about Robertson early on in this game is he doesn't hesitate. He's not going to make any fancy moves. He's just going to run his way down the field. It doesn't matter how he's going to do it. He's just going to see, okay, I see a hole, and I'm going for it. So timeout called onto the field.
You know, that rushing yard stat on Robinson isn't looking too surprising now after what we've seen.
Well, check that. That is an injury down on the field, so no timeout. So a Red Devil player down on the ground. So they do have training staff out there, so hopefully he's okay as they do pull him up onto his feet. So that's always a great sign. Never want to see a player hurt down on the field, but he will be assisted by the trainers as he hops his way off the field.
Never like to see an injury in this game on either side. Just hope he's okay.
So now here's the PAT for Floyd Central. Snap down, kick is on the way. And it is good. Kind of a low kick, but it did find its way through nonetheless. And it is 7-0 with 6:10 here to go here in the first quarter. So, Aiden, how does this Red Devil offense need to respond?
Right now, the defense, maybe they might still just be trying to find their way, you know, how Floyd Central plays. Because they're not going to play the same every year. So you can't just learn from one year. And so what they might want to try and do or might try and learn here is how they form up for those quick trick plays and find their way to maybe stop the players from running around while also not opening themselves up too much to get someone running straight through the center. So I think a bit more awareness on either side could also be great as well.
And the good thing about this Red, it's still early on in this game, so you have plenty of time. There's no need to panic there. Just control the controllables of what you're able to do. And the rest will play out how it plays out. So the Floyd Central kickoff team getting ready to get things going as he's getting ready to set up the tee. Floyd Central kicking from right to left to catch you guys up to speed. Floyd Central able to score, drive their way down the field on their second drive, with Sebastian Robertson scoring the 1-yard touchdown for the Highlanders to give them the early lead 7-0.
Looks like Owen Gerlich's going to be going for the kick.
So Floyd Central donning the all whites and green lettering. Red Devils wearing all gray and white lettering with a red outline of the numbers. Steps up the field, boots it away. It's a launching kick, kind of squibs its way into the end zone and falls all the way back for a touchback. So we'll see the Red Devil offense out here for the second time. Didn't get much going on their first offensive drive. They'll look to change it here. This is a Red Devil team that has struggled in this Floyd Central series as of late. You know, they haven't won a game in this series since 2020, and before that, they haven't won it since 2013. So this game means a lot for the Red Devils. These wins don't come around very often, as history shows, but they do dominate the series all time. So we'll touch on more on that in a little bit. So 2 receivers down to the right side, 2 to the left, 1 back in the backfield. Thomas takes the snap and is quickly met at the line after the dive handoff, excuse me. Doesn't get much going there. It's going to be second down and long.
Logan Young taken down.
Second down and 9 as the Red Devil offense gets their signals from their coach, head coach Joe Washington. It's a bunch of receivers over here on the right side. It's a handoff up the middle, and once again, just only gets a few yards on that play. What looks like to be third down and 8.
Seeing a lot of these quick starts and then immediate just doggy piles on top of whoever has that ball.
And it will be spotted at the 36-yard line, so it will be third down and 6. 2 receivers down here on the near side, 1 on the far side, and 1 back in the backfield as 1 receiver gets motioned out towards the far side as well. Thomas takes a snap, looks over towards the left side, tries to gun it down, is able to make the catch and spins his way out of bounds and is pushed out at the 35-yard line, and a great catch by Roe McBroom. He was a playmaker in that Seymour game, and as well as in the last game against Kokomo.
Oh yeah. Now McBroom, like we said earlier, he has the most receiving yards per game at nearly 63. But it looks like he got a bit of cold feet there when he received the ball.
Nonetheless, he was able to get the first down as he tiptoed his way out of bounds. So it sets up 3 receivers down here on the right side and 1 over to the left side. Thomas takes a snap and he hands the ball off. Pushing his way over to the right side, and finds an opening, but it's tackled down. And if he just had a little bit more speed, he would have gunned his way over there. It's Darian Williams trying to hit the hole. Darian Williams, the running back, 5'11", 185-pound sophomore, and a young runner he is, a young buck on this Red Devil team. And the player is down for Floyd Central.
2 very close together injuries. You do not like to see that.
Certainly don't. Let's take a look at what's been going on here in the Hoosier Hills Conference. If you look at the standings so far, Columbus East in first place with a 2-0 record. Floyd Central at 1-0, and Jeffersonville at 1-1. Excuse me, I forgot. Bedford North Lawrence is at 1. Columbus East at 2. Both teams are at 2-0. Floyd Central at 1-0. Jeffersonville at 1-1. New Albany at 0-1. Jennings County at 0-1, and Seymour at 0-3. Winless so far on the season. Both of these teams losing, or both these teams winning, excuse me, against Seymour. So 1 receiver down on the right, 1 over on the left side. We got a wing formation here, 1 back in the backfield. Thomas lofts it high and deep and pushes it way too far, and it falls incomplete. It's third down and 4.
Looks like that landed around the 29-yard line. Both teams forming up once again.
And this is a crucial first down that you need to get here with 4:41 to go here in the first quarter. You know, it seemed like Floyd Central was moving with a purpose on their last drive. They've had success pretty much all day. This is a drive that you need to convert on. 3rd down and 4. Spotted at the 41-yard line. Spread formation here for the Red Devils. Thomas takes a snap, looks over to the left side, guns it down, and it's going to be caught and is tackled down at around the 48-yard line. Keep moving the chains, and the Red Devils moving the ball down the field.
Looks like that was Nation Roe McBroom once again with the ball as he's brought down.
So a first down for the Red Devils. 2 receivers down here on the right side as they look over to Washington for the signals. Thomas takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, and Williams tries to push through a few yards and is right above the top of the logo J at center field.
It almost looks like the Jeff team is using, the Jeff offense is using what the Floyd Central offense did to them.
Yeah, just run the ball a little bit. Try to get a few misdirections here and there, a couple play actions there to kind of misguide what the defense might be doing. And 4 down linemen, a 4-3-4 formation for Floyd Central. They send a receiver in motion, but he's quickly stopped after the whistle blown. It's going to be a penalty on Floyd Central, encroachment.
You know, something I've seen here in these very quick start games with a team getting a big lead in the beginning is that they actually tend to burn themselves out by halftime, and then that allows the Red Devils to make a comeback.
That's certainly true. You got to be able to manage your playbook a little bit so you're not just showing the same plays time in and time again. You have to be really well conditioned as well. 2 receivers stacked over each other on the far side. And near side as well. Williams gets the handoff and is quickly stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Sits down a 3rd down and 2 at the 43-yard line.
3rd down and 2. Lights come on as we're at 3 minutes 20 in the first quarter.
Yep, 3:10 and rolling with 3rd down and 2. It is 7:30 here. So a stack formation here. Thomas takes a snap in the shotgun. Heaves it right side, but too much power, a little bit too much mustard, falls incomplete.
Just a little bit more to the left, and that could have been some very serious yardage.
So we're still seeing the Red Devil offense out there. Looks like they might be going for this on 4th down and 2. 2:54 here in the first quarter.
Trying to push their way as close as they can to the end zone.
Thomas hands it off up the middle. Quickly met, tries to bounce off a couple of defenders, but is quickly tackled down at the 45-yard line.
You know, we saw Andre Walker run out there towards the 30-yard line, ready to receive a pass. And if that could have been received, that could have been a very easy score for the Red Devils.
So it's a turnover on downs. First down and 10 for Floyd Central. Sends the wing back in formation, in motion, and that's going to be a penalty. I'm assuming that's going to be a legal motion. Right. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty that puts them back. First down and 15. Ball spotted at the, I believe the 29-yard line, 30-yard line. Excuse me, the 39-yard line. There we go. 1 receiver up top to the right side, 1 down to the left side, 1 back in the backfield. We got one wing back on the right far side. It's going to be a handoff up the left. Robertson has a hole. He's going to bulldoze his way around the 49-yard line, get a few of those yards back.
But not before Jaden Kelly says, sit right back on down. You're not going that far. You're not going past that 50.
Although Robertson did get a great chunk of yards there from what was a 2nd down and 15. Or excuse me, a 1st and 15. He got 10 yards on the play to set up a 2nd down and 5. 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. Bunch trips down to the left side, sends a receiver in motion, takes a snap, hands it off here. Robertson once again pushing his way forward, cranking his way down the field. He does not want to get down. He gets tackled out of bounds.
Who else but Trey Martin?
2:01 here in the first. Floyd Central. It's been all them on offense. You know, they are cruising their way down the field. It doesn't matter how they do it. Trick plays on play actions to kind of catch them off guard or just ground and pound the rock as they move their way down the field. Ball spotted at the 31. Mole will take the snap, handed right back to Robertson, and this time he doesn't get much going there. Gets about a yard, tackled at around the 30, 2nd down and 9.
Starting to notice a pattern here with both sides on offense. When it's the Floyd Central offense, they seem to try and maneuver more around the side. When it comes to the Jeff offense, they seem to try and pierce more through the center or chuck it far distances.
Yeah, it's a great observation, Aiden, and I think it's more so like Floyd Central just trying to push the edges as much as they can. It's been working so far. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 3 receivers down here on the near side, 1 over on the far side. Sends the receiver in motion between the 2 receivers on the near side. Robertson once again gets the handoff, and this time he's met, gets about 2 yards, and that will set up 3rd down.
Jeff defense is starting to wise up. Saying, we know what you're doing, and we're not going to let it work much longer.
Third down and 9. Ball at the 34. Got 2 receivers down here on the near side, 2 on the right, excuse me, 3 on the right. Empty backfield, but Mole is under center. Mole takes the snap, fakes the screen, didn't see it there, and tried to get it away. It seemed like it was a botched play for Floyd Central. Sets up a 4th down and 7, exactly what the Red Devils needed on the miscommunication. So 4th down and 7, it looks like the defense is just out there. Looks like they might be going for this. And they are. They have 3 receivers out to the right side, empty backfield. Spread formation for Floyd Central. Mole takes the snap, looks over to the left side, guns it down the field. It's going to be caught. No Red Devil in sight. Way off of him on that coverage. And he's able to catch it at around the 15-yard line. Way too easy for Floyd Central on 4th down and 8 to convert the 1st down.
Great catch by Jackson Stone as he's brought down by the Red Devil defense. Doesn't change the fact that Floyd Central just got a decent amount of yardage there as they begin to advance more towards the end zone once again.
And it looks like the defensive back on that play just did not see him and just kind of assumed that he was going to head towards the end zone. So that left him exposed and wide open here at around the 15-yard line, and an easy catch to set them up in the red zone. 2 receivers out towards the right side, 1 down here on the near side, 1 back in the backfield. Mole in the shotgun. Mole takes a snap, hands it off to his running back. He's kind of cuts his way through, spins past a few defenders, and Luke Jacoby moves his way down the field.
Bobbing and weaving through that Jeff defense once again.
Bobbing and weaving is a good way to do it, as he was able to just say, oh, I'm going this way, I'm going that way, and now you're set up at the 3-yard line. It takes a snap, hands the ball off. Missed pass, 1 defender pushes his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Floyd Central has the early 13-0 lead. Jeff
still in search of that first point, but I don't think we're going to see that in that first quarter.
And Aiden, you saw it right there. There's a Red Devil right on him. He just didn't make the tackle, and unfortunately, the Highlanders scoring once again.
Floyd Central defense is a force to be reckoned with, as well as offense.
Snap down, kick on the way. It is up, and it is good. So Floyd Central has the 14-0 lead. 16 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
A nice kick by Isaiah Day.
Yeah, and it's just 42. And it's just not the start that Jeff has wanted so far. You know, they've had some good moments. They looked really well on that first drive defensively, but since then, like, Floyd Central just made it so easy to move its way down the field.
As we encroach on the end of the first quarter, the Jeff defense might be learning something from the offense as well, and they might rebound with that. Sometimes, to win the battle, you got to know your enemy.
So the Floyd Central kickoff team setting the tee down. Owen Gerlach talking it over with the referee as he gets ready to spot it down on the tee. Jeffersonville's got two guys back sort of deep at the 20-yard line.
Looks like they're ready to intercept that ball should it come too far.
So Tyus Makandichi.
Seconds.
It's a clean boot. Straight towards the middle, and it will pop his way out of bounds. Out of the end zone, or excuse me, out of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 for the Red Devils. Look to have at least a productive mark here at the end of the first quarter.
Owen Gerlach, 2-2 with those kicks. Red Devils getting back in their formation once again.
Yeah, and that formation is 2 receivers down here on the near side, 1 on the far side, 1 back in the backfield. Thomas in the shotgun. Thomas takes the snap, fakes the handoff, play action pass, gets tipped away at the line. It looks like one of the Floyd Central players was able to get a tip on it, and it falls incomplete.
Seems like the Red Devil offense is starting to use what they saw from the Floyd Central offense against them with those fake action plays.
It seemed like the play action was working for a second, but just a Floyd Central defender able to say otherwise. So 2 wing backs over here on the near side. It's going to be a handoff over towards the right side. He tries to use the edge as best as he can. And Benji Rice met with some contact to tackle it out of bounds. 9 seconds to go here on 3rd down.
Some great moves by Benji there, as we saw. Like I said, it looks like we're seeing a bit of a repeat of what we saw from the Floyd Central offense as the Jeff offense is now moving their way around the Floyd Central defense.
But it's still 3rd down and 10. Or check that, no, it's 3rd down and 6 after he was able to get a huge chunk of yards there.
Some players talking amongst themselves.
Making sure everyone's trying to be on the same page. Thomas takes a snap, looks over, tries to gut it over to the left side, and it's a little bit too high off the fingertips.
It's almost caught by Andre Walker.
It actually fell incomplete. It's 4th down and 6. So that will set it up here. 6 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It looks like they're going to boot it away here on the punt. It's a clean punt. Almost got blocked there. 2 Floyd Central defenders were right there. And that will put us right here at the end of the first quarter. So we'll step away for a few moments. Right now, Jeff trails 14-0. You're watching and listening to Red Devils football live on WJHI TV and WJHI 98.5 Jeff FM.
A bank that believes technology should also come with a human touch.
Good morning. Welcome to Republic Bank. How can I help you?
Hi, I got a fraud alert.
Go ahead and scan your ID and we'll look into it. No need to worry.
Thank you.
Thanks, Diana. Have a good one.
One more reason why our clients are nearly 2.5 times more likely to recommend us. Republic Bank. Time to thrive.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to Jeffersonville, Indiana. Right now, Jeff trails 14-0. You're watching and listening to Red Devils football live on WJHI TV and WJHI 98.5 Jeff FM. So a quick summary of what's been happening so far in the first quarter. Floyd Central been dominant on offense, ground and pound. They're running the football really well and really successful, Aiden.
You know, like you said, we've been seeing some very good plays from Floyd Central, especially with those quick action plays, and they've just been piercing through the Red Devils defense. You know, we saw injuries on both sides, one player each. Never love to see that, but regardless, the teams still play on. The show must go on, as we say here. But as teams begin to rally back, we begin to wonder how this quarter is going to go. Maybe the Red Devils are going to have a comeback, or let's see if the Floyd Central team is going to keep on pushing through towards those end zones.
Yeah, and it's certainly something that if you're a Red Devil fan that you want to see change. You want to see more success from your offense and your defense as well. You want to see them stop this run game. So Floyd Central back out here on offense to start the second quarter. You got 2 receivers down here on the near side, two on the far side, one back in the backfield to the left of Mull. And the referee's stopping it and now blows his whistle to begin play. Mull sends out Robertson in motion, takes the snap. It's going to be a screen here, a bubble screen over here. It is tackled at around the 35, still making his way over. And he's finally down at around the, let's say, 37-yard line.
Some great moves there from Jeff defense.
Brings up 2nd down and 6.
So 2nd down and 10. 2 receivers over to the left, 1 to the right. On the near side, 1 back in the backfield. Mull takes the snap, guns it down in the RPO, and it falls incomplete.
That idea quickly shut down by Devon Walker.
I'm a little bit surprised that Mull was, so that was an RPO right there. A little bit surprised that he didn't just hand it off to Robertson. I guess he did have a guy that was there, but you got to have a little bit more touch on that. He just seemed like he gunned it right to him, and it was a bullet pass. But nonetheless, a learning experience. It's 3rd down and 6, 10:50 to go here in the second quarter.
As well on the Floyd Central side, we're starting to see that aggression we saw in the first quarter kind of die down. Almost that burnout pattern I discussed in the first quarter.
We'll see if it does burn them out here on 3rd down and 6. Send the wing back in motion. Whistle blown. And it's going to be a penalty on the Floyd Central offense. It's going to be a false start. Well, check that. No, it is a timeout. A little bit weird, just of a delayed signal from both sides, but it is a timeout called by Floyd Central. So 10:35. And this could be a momentum flipper here for Jeff. If they're able to get this stop here on 3rd down and 6, it's going to be your first stop since the first drive. So it's going to be crucial that they get the stop.
They're just going to want to ramp up that momentum during this quarter, but they don't want to ramp it up too heavily because then they themselves might start to run out of plays to do, or they might get too overexcited with themselves, and then they just fall right back into the same trap.
Yeah, and I think you can't overcommit in these situations. You just have to cover all your bases. Don't just send out an all-out blitz. Be smart about it. And that's really the name of the game. Play smarter, not harder, in whatever circumstance you put yourself in.
Still plenty of time here in the second quarter.
Two receivers over on the far side, one down on the near side. Robertson's in the backfield. Mull takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and he'll throw it downfield, and it's a little bit too high. Falls incomplete. So a nice stop there. Red Devils able to get the stop and set down to 4th down and 6.
Pass intended for Matthew Tush. It's first down.
So that will set up the punting unit for the Highlanders. Back to receive the kick is Nation Rowe McBroom. And it's going to be a high snap. High snap gets rolled around at the 10-yard line, and he does able to recover it. It's caught at the at around the 46-yard line, trying to hope that there's less damage from that. So that was actually a really good recovery for Floyd Central. What could have been so disastrous for them, they able to pick up the high snap at around the 10-yard line and still boot it away. And yeah, but nonetheless, you're still set up at the 47-yard line.
That was a great catch by Tate O'Leary.
So the Red Devils offense talking it over, huddling up, making sure everyone's on the same page. Red Devil offense it's been a little bit slow out of the gate, haven't really got much going on offense, so they'll look to change that narrative here in the second quarter. Gabe Brady is out there on the far side as the X receiver. Two receivers down here on the left near side. Thomas hands it off, quickly tackled down behind the line of scrimmage, sets up a 2nd down and long.
That Red Devil offense trying to push back through that Floyd Central defense, trying to make sure they can get around, get some extra yards, and push their way to a point.
But no yards gain on that last play. It's 2nd down and 10. 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Looks like they may try and go for a handoff this time. I was wrong. Check
Thomas
that.
throws it over to the right side, and it's caught at the 50-yard line. A play action pass, able to set it up. Tackle that right at midfield. But still 3rd down, still a couple yards that you need to get, but you put yourself in a little bit of a better position at 3rd down and 4.
Some great yardage on the Jeff side.
Two receivers down here on the near side, one on the far side, one back in the backfield. Thomas takes a snap, heaves it high, heaves it deep, and it's going to be caught and tackled out of bounds at around the 15-yard line. Wow, what a catch.
Amazing catch by Braylon Gray saying, "I'm him."
And now you get some offense going here for the Red Devils. Now the first spark that we've seen from this offensive unit, and now you're in the red zone.
I don't know what they spoke about in that little I guess for lack of a better, for lack of a better word, huddle, but it's clearly working.
Trips to the left side, and fumbles the ball on the exchange right there, and it's going to be caught. Looks like there was some miscommunication between Thomas and the running back there. I think it was Williams. Williams, I think, thought he was getting the handoff, but or maybe it was just a delay RPO for Thomas. But nonetheless, able to make the grab and move the yards just a little bit, even though it wasn't much.
Regardless, still a good catch by Rowe McBroom.
In 2nd down and 5, 8:40 here in the second. One receiver down here on the near side. You got a wing formation on each side of the line of scrimmage. Takes the snap, hands it off, and is immediately tackled down to the backfield. Darian Williams didn't get anywhere. And the Floyd Central side is hot. It sets up a 3rd down and long.
Not what you want to see on the Red Devil side. Got some good yardage in those previous plays, but then immediately pushed right on back.
Matthew Polk on the
Looks like they're talking it over once again in little groups, trying to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Certainly is something that you want to be on the same page on a 3rd down and 5. 8:04 to go here in the second quarter. This is a chance. This is a chance for you to score. So you don't want to find yourself down more than 2 touchdowns. Trips to the left side. Thomas throws it on the bubble screen. Tries to move down at the 15. Tries to push his way towards the 10 and is tackled just short of that at the 11.
tackled by Nolan Whipper.
Nation Roe McBroom making some moves on the team once again.
And there is a flag down on the field. We'll see what the penalty's on. Refs talking it over, communicating with each other. Still no signal yet.
Penalty marker down on the play.
And it's going to be on the Floyd Central defense.
Both teams now talking amongst themselves. Really want to make sure there are no miscommunications here in these next plays.
Face mask penalty on Floyd Central. Moves the ball half the distance to the goal.
So the penalty on Floyd Central moves it half the distance to the goal, and it's going to be an automatic 1st down for the Red Devils. The setup of 1st and goal. Red Devils knocking on the door. And a bunch formation here for the Red Devils. Thomas in the shotgun, 2 receivers out wide. He takes a snap, he rolls over towards the right side, tries to throw it short, tries to push his way forward, and is tackled at around the 4 or 5 yard line. So the clock is still rolling, 7:40.
Jeff coming closer and closer to that end zone with each play, just before being pushed back once again. Let's see if Jeff can just get those extra little yards and get themselves into the end zone, because they really need to get these first points here soon.
Yeah, it's super critical. 2nd down and goal. You got 2 receivers down here on the near side, 1 on the far side, 1 back to the right of Thomas. Thomas takes a snap, guns it high and deep into the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown, Red Devils.
Cannon fires. Braylon Gray makes that first score for the Red Devils.
Nation Roe McBroom with the grab. Makes it a 1-score ball game, and they'll await the extra point. And that's exactly what you needed if you're the Red Devils. You had a couple of drives that just stalled and didn't get much going. And now here's the extra point attempt from Maxwell Schoonover, the senior. On to kick it away. Snap down, kick on the way. And it is blocked. Blocked right at the line of scrimmage. No good. So the score stays at 14-6.
Like the Red Devils are finally getting that momentum that we love to see. That spark is now turning into an inferno here, no pun intended.
So now they'll look to take it out of the book for the offense on defense. You know, they've struggled defensively, but if the Red Devils can turn it around on offense, they can certainly do that on defense as well.
Talking a little bit here more about Nation Roe McBroom. He's got some great stats, not only in rushing but receiving as well, averaging 16.7 receiving yards per game, and that's starting to show here with what we just saw.
We'll see if they want to get him more involved later on in this game. But for now, the defense needs to do its job. With the kickoff team out for the Red Devils, you got 2 playmakers back for the Highlanders. Robertson, one of them. And Robertson, he's had a strong day so far for Floyd Central.
Looks like Max Schoonover is going to be the one going for this.
Number 32, Sebastian Robertson, back deep to receive the kickoff. From Jeffersonville, number 32,
Schoonover gearing himself up.
Yeah, Schoonover taking his steps. Trots his way to boot it away. And it's a clean kick, and it's going to be received out around the 10-yard line. Moves his way to the 20, the 25, tries to find a hole, and is able to truck over one defender as he rolls himself down at the 28-yard line.
That looks like Zeno Lawless making some great moves as he steals that ball.
Lawless on the return for Floyd Central.
Floyd Central offense back out once again, able to convert on 2 of their 4 drives offensively, which has made the score 14-6. As of right now, 7:04 to go here in the second quarter. 2 receivers down here on the right side, 1 on the far side. 1 back in the backfield to the left of Mole. You got 1 wing back as well. He hands it off to Robertson. Robertson tries to get a few yards. Gets approximately 2 and is tackled down. 2nd down and 8.
Floyd Central thought they were getting some movement going there, and the Red Devils quickly put a stop to that.
So the Red Devils will look to see more action of that moving forward. 2nd down and 8. And you see the Floyd Central side really taking control of time of possession, taking their time on these drives. Trips over to the right side. 1 receiver over to the left far side, sends a wing back in motion, but a flag is immediately thrown up in the air to stop play. We'll wait to see what the penalty will be.
Looks like Jack Mole was trying to set up a handover there, and it just didn't play out.
Yeah, so it was a false start nonetheless. Moves it back 5 yards.
You never want to get too energetic here, because those false starts can really trip you up, especially when those start to stack up.
And that was something that I noticed in the Seymour game, was the amount of penalties. Even though the Red Devils came out with a win, just the undiscipline that it seemed from the Red Devils squad, just not staying disciplined, just too many penalties on that day. Takes the snap. Mole fires it over towards the right side, and it falls incomplete.
Going back to what you said about discipline, that really actually intrigues me, because you look at a lot of the teams that sometimes will just rack up penalty after penalty in games, and a lot of the time it does not pay off very well.
Usually it costs you in games. Usually it's one of the reasons why you lose, because you're giving up so much yardage and even potentially first downs that it really puts you at a disadvantage. So you want to clean those up as much as you can.
Going to try and stay focused and keep your head in the game.
2 receivers down here on the near side, 1 on the far side. In a wing formation. Mole, he rolls his way over to the right side. Tries to fire it. And it rolls out of bounds. Falls incomplete.
Like what we just saw, they went for it again.
3rd, 3 and out, but a penalty marker is down on the field.
Once again, just getting those penalties.
So the penalty on the offense is declined, so it sets up a 4th down and 13, most likely a punting situation here. You see Roe McBroom out there to receive the punt. And as you mentioned, an amazing playmaker for this Red Devil squad. And he looks really well at receiving punts in the last game as well. So it's only a matter of time before he starts to explode on the scene. So whistle blown.
At 4th down, their chance to get as many yards as they can here. But nevertheless, didn't play out.
Well, it's a timeout called. Yeah, a lot of times in those punting situations, you want to try to pin them back as far as you can. 6:09 to go. Jeff trails 14-6 to Floyd Central.
Big curious what they were trying to do though with that punting play. Potentially some last-minute yardage there.
Probably just trying to punt it away to get it away from the playmakers, try to push it down the field so no one can try to get it. But these 2 schools not far away from each other. The approximate miles away from each other. 24 minutes away is 17, just a little under 17.5 miles separating these 2 schools. And a lot of times these players, they're familiar with each other. They played in some sort of little league from whatever sports they were playing at the time, and just being around in the community.
Community sports are a big part down here in southern Indiana.
So the punt sets it up at around the 34-yard line.
It's a fair catch. Red Devils talking it over again as they come back into their formation. Looks like one on the near side.
Yep, we got one receiver on the near side, two on the far side, one back in the backfield to the left. Thomas sends a receiver in motion, fakes the end around, instead hands it off up the middle to Darian Williams. He gets a few yards. But it's not a ton of yards there. It might be 2nd down and 8.
The Red Devils desperately trying to put up that defense. Make sure they don't get too far. It looks like they're succeeding at that. They've been talking it over, starting to get their head in the game even more. Focusing, locking in, as you would say.
Two receivers on the near side, one on the far side. Thomas takes a snap, tries to see a man. He doesn't see anyone, so he'll throw it away. Looks like he might have saw Roe McBroom, but I think he was just hoping that he wasn't sacked away, so he threw it out of bounds. Falls incomplete. 5:23 to go here in the first half. Floyd Central still leading 14-6, 3rd down and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Looks like some of the throws that we've seen from both sides in this game have been a little bit messy.
Well, that one was reasonable because he was met with pressure, so I completely understand why he was able to try to throw it away. So you'd rather be safe than sorry. You don't want to cause any turnovers there. Two receivers on the far side, one on the near side. Thomas takes a snap, guns it over the middle, almost gets intercepted, but didn't get great contact on that, so it falls incomplete. A dangerous situation there for Thomas.
Aggressive defense from Floyd Central. 5 minutes, 18 to go here in the second quarter.
So now the Jeffersonville special teams unit is out onto the field looking to punt it away. And here's the boot. It's a clean punt. Rolling its way downfield. It's going to be fair catched at the 23-yard line.
Caught by Luke Jacoby.
So Floyd Central offense stifled on their last drive. Looking for redemption here. Three receivers down here on the near side, one on the far side, one back in the backfield to the left of Mull. Mull hands it off here on the right side of Robertson. Robertson trying to push his way forward. And just that large frame, it just makes it look so easy, even though he didn't get a ton of yards on that play.
Tackle at Brown, the 27-yard line.
It's a handoff once again to Robertson. Robertson trying to shimmy his way a couple yards. And he is like a train trying to go north and south. He's following the tracks, and it doesn't matter what's in his way. He's going to bulldoze his way through it.
Once again, those rushing yard stats not sounding too far-fetched now.
Quick up tempo here. Once again, a handoff over to Robertson. And once again, 5 yards on that carry.
Hey, a little adds up to a lot, especially in these games.
4:19 to go here in the first half. Mull takes a snap, but he's met with some whistles. A penalty marker down on the field.
Waiting for the ref's call here. Looks like they're talking it over.
Going to be a false start on the offense for Floyd Central. So that will push them back.
Aggression from Floyd Central starting to lean into some false start penalties.
Yeah, and that's what happens sometimes when you go up tempo and you're moving too quickly. You start to lose the little things that usually you would have easy control with.
Floyd Central talking it over.
Now it sets up approximately 2nd down and 10.
4 minutes left.
Two receivers far side, two near side. And another penalty marker once again. It's going to be a false start, back-to-back false starts, and the receiver right there the line judge, I'm assuming that's going to be on the wide receiver. I don't think he lined up correctly to set up the first down, and that's super important is the receivers, you have to be able to check in with the referee that's lining up right there. Say, hey, am I on the line? Am I off the line? And they'll give you the signal, especially at the high school level. You got to be smart about that.
Okay, you gotta know when to go. You don't want to rack up these false starts. As we discussed earlier, those penalties are going to rack up, and they may cost Floyd Central here in this quarter at least.
Yeah, it sets up a 2nd down and 13, 3:45. Mull looks over to the right and left side, now at the shotgun. Mull, he takes the snap. He throws it over. It looks like a screen pass, but they are all over it. Tackle that around the 25-yard line.
Looks like a great tackle there by Ties Mikondichi.
And it looks like it might even set up another drive for this Red Devil offense late in the first half.
Forming up.
Three receivers down here on the right side. Mull guns it down. It's going to be caught and able to get the first down, able to stretch his way down at around the 45-yard line. And just when you thought the Red Devils were able to get the stop there, caught lacking there, gets a first down for the Highlanders.
Don't keep out of here. The Red Devils will get closer and closer, and then the Floyd Central just put a stop to that.
Robertson with the handoff here up quickly, moving up tempo here with 2:50 to go, and he's tackled at around the 46-yard line.
Gain of 7 yards on the play.
Two receivers far side, two receivers near side. One back in the backfield to the left of Mull. Mull takes a snap. He's looking downfield. Guns it high, guns it deep, and it falls incomplete.
Penalty marker down on the play.
The incomplete pass. They're trying to set up some big moves here. Trying to go big or go home, I suppose.
Defensive holding the call against Jeffersonville.
So it's going to be a holding call on Jeffersonville. That's going to move the chains and an automatic first down for Floyd Central. 2:30 to go here in the first half. Floyd Central leads 14-6 over Jeffersonville. Two receivers down here on the near side, two on the far side. Mull takes the snap, looks over towards the left side. It's going to be a one-on-one match, and it's going to be caught. And he's able to make the reception at the 15-yard line. Another first down. This Floyd Central offense is rolling.
Pushing down the field. The Floyd Central offense just does not stop.
First down at the 15-yard line.
It's going to be a timeout called on Jeffersonville. The defense trying to hold strong here late in the first half. It's got to be frustrating if you're Coach Washington in this side, because you've been able to get those stops, but when it matters most, they're able to get the first down, and it's just not what you want to see from this Red Devil squad. But you could still get a stop here. You can still try to stop them to make sure that they don't get any points, but you got to hold strong.
Still ample time for the Red Devils to make some yard recovery here. We can work together as a team, get a strong defense.
So the timeout here. Your Coach Washington, you're just trying to make sure your guys are saying, hey, you're making plays here, keep doing what you're doing, but just don't give up any plays right here. So the Floyd Central offense coming back out here. Ball is spotted at the 15-yard line, first down and 10. Two receivers on the far side, one on the near side, one back in the backfield. They check that three receivers, but one is sent in motion, so it's split out wide on both sides. Mull takes the snap, hands it off. Robertson trying to find a hole, and he gets a few yards, about approximately 5. Tackle that around the 10-yard line. It's second down and 5.
Some good moves on the Floyd Central side. Once again, kind of pushing towards that side of the field, but trying to keep it centered enough to where they're not pushing themselves out of bounds.
Spread formation, a late handoff over to Robertson, was trying to doing a read option there. Someone's helmet falls off.
Never want to have your helmet fall off, especially in a game like this.
He's able to retrieve it, so that will take him out of the play there. A lineman on the play. So a couple of substitutions for the Floyd Central offense to set up 3rd down and 5. Clock is rolling, 1:30 to go. Floyd Central leads 14-6.
Let's see if the Red Devils push back here.
The screen pass looks like it was tipped away, fell incomplete. Sets up 4th down and 5.
Not entirely sure where Floyd Central is passing there.
I think they got a tip on the pass. Is that why it looked a little bit wonky as it was? Because there was a receiver that was there, but the trajectory of the ball seemed a little bit off. So I'm assuming that a Red Devil got a hand on it at the defensive line. But yeah, definitely not ideal for Floyd Central, but it's great for Jeffersonville, able to make the play.
You'll love to see it.
1:10 to go here in the first half. And they're going to be going for it. An empty backfield. Trip to the right, 2 to the left on the far side. The whistle blown. It looks like it's going to be a timeout. And those are kind of one of those situations where I think the Floyd Central side was just trying to see what the Red Devils were going to do on defense to go from there.
You might try and play against that as well. That Red Devil spark that we saw earlier is starting to kind of extinguish here.
Yeah, so Aiden, if you're Floyd Central, you're up 14-6, 1:10 to go here in the first half. You can go for the field goal, or you can go for the touchdown, or you can try to go for the first down too. It's 4th down and 5. What would you do in this situation? Would you kick it or would you go for it?
Personally, with where they are right now, I would say try and go for the field goal. They're still up enough to where it's not such a big penalty if they don't make it.
Yeah, I would personally do the same too. You might as well add points while you can on the board. But I understand it as well if you're trying to go for it. You know, some people are gutsy play callers like that. You know, we see it all the time, but we'll see what they do here. If they're going to switch it up or if they're sticking to their guns.
See if it's brains or brawn here.
Good analogy, I would say. Let's see here. It looks like they are going to keep the offense out there. They're going to have 4 receivers out to the left side, 1 over here on the right side. Kind of like an Emory Jones formation.
Let's see how it plays.
Takes a snap. Throws it. Falls incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. The Red Devils get the stop. So maybe they should have gone for the field goal like we were saying. You know, they tried to go with the screenplay there, opposite side from where all the receivers were bunched up on the left side. It's a turnover and the ball spotted at the 10-yard line.
Just over a minute here in the second quarter. Floyd Central talking amongst themselves. Maybe that wasn't the right move to do.
1:07 here in the second quarter, so we'll see if the Red Devils can have a 2-minute offense to quickly drive down the field and score. And that is quickly tackled around the 8-yard line. Not much going there.
The Red Devil saying, you've gone far enough. This is where you stop.
Floyd Central is saying that, actually. But here's the Red Devil offense setting it up on 2nd down and long. The clock is still rolling. And it looks like they called a timeout there. Not really sure what they were doing there. That was really weird. They had about 20 seconds that they just wasted off the clock and then called the timeout.
Not sure what the strategy is there. Maybe they could be trying to run down the clock a little bit.
They could be. That could be the case, but I would imagine that you would try to score, especially since you get the ball back.
And with how close they are, I mean, I'm still surprised they didn't go for that kick.
Yeah, Floyd Central, yeah. A little bit of a surprise. But they still have the lead, 14-6 over the Red Devils. 41 seconds to go here in the first half. At halftime, we'll get the chance to interview and talk with the head coach of the boys basketball program, Coach Wilkerson. We'll talk about the state championship and what's to come for this next season here.
Coming up soon.
Don't want to miss that. So here's the Floyd Central defense here, lining up here. And they're pushing their way down, and it looks like it must have been a penalty. Or a fumble. So Floyd Central bulldozing their way at the yard line. Did they push their way in the end zone? We'll see the signal. They say touchdown. It's a touchdown, Floyd Central. So what most would say is the tush push. That's exactly what Floyd Central did right there to cross over the goal line for the score. Looking like there was some unsportsmanlike conduct to throw some penalty markers on the play.
Very interesting. Floyd Central Highlanders still trying to get that next score. The Red Devils desperately want to get those yards and points up as quick as they can here as we come to the end of the first half.
So I'm seeing no score added on the scoreboard, so maybe it was a penalty on Floyd Central. I didn't get a great look at it.
Maybe so. The refs talking amongst themselves. We wait their call. It's a very nice ball spin by one of the refs.
.26 seconds on the clock. Still an injury on the field. That's why we've been in a little bit of a stoppage.
Never like to see an injury. Getting backed up though, which is awesome.
So one of the penalties was on Jeffersonville. That was declined. So it looks like we're going to have some offsetting penalties. So that will take the score off the board to keep it at 14-6.
Can't say I'd be very happy about that if I was on the Floyd Central side.
They're still got another chance at it. Off of the fumble to set up Floyd Central.
Looks like the player that was injured was Trey Martin. Both teams coming back into their formations.
Oh, they are. They're going to count the touchdown, so it's 20-6. Pardon the confusion here. It's a little bit of wonky plays here and there, but to catch you up to speed. So Jeffersonville did stop them. They did stop them on 4th down to make it a turnover on downs. Then they fumbled the ball. Floyd Central recovered it. They had 2 tush push plays to kind of sneak it into the end zone, and then a couple of penalties kind of stopped us. An injury caused a little bit of stoppage of play. But nonetheless, it resulted in a Floyd Central touchdown, and now we await the PAT or 2-point conversion, depending on what they go here. The referees are talking over with Floyd Central.
Jeff now trailing by 14.
Right at the 15-yard line.
If you're a Jeff fan, I can't say I'm super satisfied with how things are going right now. As always, plenty more time to go in the game as a whole.
So now the PAT. Snap down, kick on the way. And it is no good. Short to the left side. So it will stay at 20-6 here with 26 seconds to go as Jeff trails. But now a last chance here on offense. We'll have to see if they try to run the clock out here after giving up the ball early on with a little over a minute to go.
Refs once again, looks like they're talking amongst themselves as both teams as well talk all to each other. Looks like everyone's getting involved in some kind of huddle here.
Yeah, trying to get ready for this pretty crucial kickoff here.
And the smallest of plays here could be a turning point. Let's see what they do. Looks like they lost a lot of yardage there.
A couple of penalties puts them back, and they'll kick it around their own 25-yard line, so push it back a little bit on the penalties.
Tush going to go for the punt.
Kicking down pretty close from the 25-yard line.
So the Floyd Central side looking to kick it away. Got two kick returners back deep for the Red Devils.
Gearing up. And here he goes.
Boots it high, boots it deep. It's a pretty good kick. He's receiving it at the 15-yard line, tries to roll over to the left side. He's at the 35, to the 40, the 45, the 50, and he's still in play. Gets tackled at around the 43-yard line, and a great kick return. That's exactly what Jeff needed.
Some great moves there by our Red Devils, carrying it all the way past the 50, as you said, near the 40, 45. Floyd Central, I bet, thought they were going to get a lot of yards back there.
And that sets up the Red Devils in excellent field position at the 43-yard line. You still have 18 seconds left on the clock, so there's still plenty of time to score.
That's ample time.
Get yourself back into a one-score possession. Two receivers down here on the left side. Thomas takes the snap. He'll launch it deep, and it's intercepted right at the 30. At the 35, the 40, he's going to cut his way over to the left side. There's only one defender in front of him. He gets tackled right at midfield at the 50-yard line. So Thomas misread the defense on that, throws it. An easy interception for the Highlanders.
Nation Rowe McBroom absolutely just diving onto that team member. Giving it his all.
And just when Jeffersonville started to get the momentum in their favor, it just swings the pendulum in the other way. 6 seconds still left here in the first half, so I'll expect the Floyd Central offense to kind of run out the clock.
Definitely a pattern we've seen here.
So takes a snap. He's going to throw it here. What will likely be the last play. Check that. No, there's still 1 second on the clock.
Let's see what you could do with 1
Kind of
second.
interesting that they are choosing not to run the clock out when they're up by 2 touchdowns, but nonetheless, they're trying to take advantage of the opportunities while they can. 2nd down and 10.
Keep your head on a swivel for those opportunities here. Both sides just looking for an opportunity here to gain yardage over the other. Last play as things come to a close.
Takes the snap, throws it over left side. It's going to be a short pass here to end the first half. And he is tackled right down here at the 40-yard line. So that is halftime here in Jeffersonville, Indiana. We'll step away for a few moments. Right now, Jeff trails 20-6. You're watching and listening to Red Devils football live on WJHI TV and WJHA 98.5 Jeff FM.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Jeffersonville, Indiana, you're watching and listening to Red Devils football live on WJHI TV and WJHI 98.5 Jeff FM. We are here at halftime with the coach of the boys basketball team, Coach Wilkerson. Coach, thanks for joining us here today. You're the defending state champions in Indiana. What's it been like here this fall, kind of taking the successes that you had from last season, but now getting a new team here in 2025 and 2026?
It's been fun. Thanks for having me, guys. Really appreciate it. It's been fun, a little bit different. We graduated 8 seniors last year, coming off a state championship run, and hopefully this up and coming year we're going to be able to lean on our culture a little bit more than our talent. So, man, our guys have had a really good off season. Been working hard during the preseason, and man, coming up. Entering October, man, we're starting to get our sea legs, man, and starting to get ourselves ready. Yeah, and you mentioned the seniors that grew up playing basketball with each other, with Trey Singleton, obviously Michael Cooper, and all the other seniors that were part of that squad. How's the transition going to be here with other players that will probably have to step up in that role and also buy into the culture that you're helping produce for these kids? Well, one of the things that we did last year, we made sure that guys got an opportunity, man, to live that run so they could understand what it requires, and I think that's ultra important. And then we got some younger guys, man, that's coming through that have really developed and have really matured. So they're probably going to be thrown to the fire, just like our seniors were their sophomore year. And hopefully we'll be able to get ourselves ready to make a deep run in the tournament once the tournament starts. Awesome. And what are some of the strengths that you've seen? I'm not sure how many times you met with your team so far this year, but what are some strengths that you've seen from these guys so far? So one of the things that we do a really good job of, we play really, really hard. And the identity of our program has been to guard the basketball and to rebound it. And with this particular group, they have done an absolute fantastic job of making that their main priority. And thus far in our preseason, it's been a joy to watch these guys really buckle down, man, and embrace that challenge. Yeah, it's awesome, especially since and we got to talk about the community. Obviously, coming off of a big state championship, obviously you growing up here in Jeffersonville, what's it going to be like to have that crowd back here and almost like supporting you, just coming off of this big state championship? What's it going to be like when you get back in there? I think it's that's the second part of the dream to come true, right? The first part is to come back and win a state championship, and the second part is to actually pay that forward, if you will, so this up and coming generation can have an opportunity to taste that success as well. Yeah, awesome. Aiden, do you have any questions that you'd like to ask?
Well, with your younger guys and your older guys, are there like differences in things that you're teaching them? Are there some similarities? And then just kind of what are you expecting to see out of your up and coming seniors? Well,
so the approach is still the same. It's still the same mantra. Our individual development, our team defense, being able to rebound the basketball, being able to be tough mentally, being able to be tough physically. Right? Those variables are still our mantra, still our message. But I think the thing that's different with this group, my last group, they were on a different talent level than my current group. But here's the difference. My current group is a lot more mentally tougher than my last group. So it's the challenges is still there, but just different challenges. So, and I'm really, really looking forward to coaching these guys because they do. This is a group where we're not going to have to motivate as much from an effort standpoint, and we're really going to have to hone in the specific details of what we're trying to do. Yeah, and it really sounds like they have the motivation down. They know what they need to do in order to succeed, and they're going to face some competition this year. Who are some of the teams that you're looking out for that are going to be some tough tasks this year? Well, obviously in our area, obviously New Albany's going to be really good. Yes. But I think one of the better teams in the state, no matter the class, is going to be Silver Creek this year. Okay. I think Silver Creek's going to cause some people some problems. And then I will tell you this, guys. We have a school here in our corporation, Charlestown. I think that they have some really high expectations this year coming off the season that they had last year. They got some returning players coming back. So I really look for them to make a deep run in the state this year. Got anything else in?
Well, I guess my last thing I would ask is if there are people, maybe some young kids watching this at home, what's some advice you'd give them if maybe when they get into high school, they'd want to join the basketball team?
So, guys, here's the thing, and we're really trying to push this home. I think that there's a lot of talented student athletes out there, but our thing and our message to our guys is that how do you separate yourself?
Okay.
Right? So the competition is out there in the market. It's really competitive. So what do you do to separate yourself? And we truly believe that our core values, your character, your habits, man, how you present yourself, your integrity, how you communicate. These are the things, man, that we call task completers. These are the things, man, that we're looking for because we think that's what's going to separate us in that crunch time, man, like when we were down 10 points in the semi-state with 5 minutes left. Right? All those attributes come into play, man, when you're facing adversity.
Yes, hearing all this is making me really excited for this season. Coach, thank you so much for your time. It's been a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to the season upcoming.
Thank you, guys, man. God bless.
And good to have you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Halftime here in Jeffersonville, Indiana. Now we'll kind of tune up our next story. Abigail Hall talking about a little bit of what the program is looking like in year number 2. What's the difference between the broadcasting, the news, the journalism? She's got the story up next.
Would you rather go into journalism or broadcasting? Many people don't know the answer because they don't know the difference. Or is there really a difference? I'm Abigail Hall with WJHI. The standpoint of someone in both a journalism and in a broadcasting class, I can tell you that they're both just forms of communications and media production, though they have different forms of media. Journalism, you're writing and taking photos. Broadcasting, you're in front of the camera filming events. But are they really that different? Journalists and broadcasters are doing it for the same purpose, to spread news and awareness.
Broadcasting is journalism. I just think it's a different kind of journalism. I think what you have here at Jeff High are multiple programs that practice journalism. Broadcasting, print, digital media, your book. I think all of that is journalism. I think the difference is in the platform and the way that it's delivered to readers or viewers. Broadcasting, you're on the radio or it's delivered via television. In newspaper, it's delivered in a print format or it's delivered on a website.
Journalism, hardcore print, and those guys in journalism used to hate us on TV. We're more video-driven, picture-driven for the obvious reasons. For the most part, journalism uses stills and we use video. But as time has gone on, as we've talked about in this class, the entire world is merging into one. Because of the internet, because of social media, all these different things that have happened in the last few years. Journalism has come this way, TV has come this way, and suddenly we're all in the same game.
So I guess the real question is, would you rather write or would you rather produce videos? They're all forms of media production, and which is a form of communications. I'm Abigail Hall with WJHI TV News.
Halftime here in Jeffersonville, Indiana. We just saw that great story talking about some of the things going on in the program. So, Aiden, how's your experience been here in the WJHI program?
It's been a great program so far. I'm definitely going to be going into it as well as in my senior year. I don't think it's something I'm going to let go of anytime soon. It's really good program. It's no easy task, but I feel like as long as you keep a good work ethic and you don't let small failures stop you, then there's no success without failure. Like if you succeed without failing, you have not succeeded. You have not learned. It's a hard program to get into, especially now. But it is I would say it's a very prestigious program. A lot of people want to be in the program, and there's very limited seats to it as well. But in the end, you can still have a fun time in the program. It's not all business suitcase cubicle type stuff.
Yeah,
it's a very nice program.
Yeah, and that's awesome. I like what you said about you're learning from your failures. That's how you grow. That's how you become a better broadcaster, no matter what you want to do in your career. And so, what has been one of your favorite projects that you've done here in the program?
Well, I joined the program because I really wanted to go into TV meteorology, and doing stories over weather, those ones tend to be my best projects because it's something that I'm very passionate about. And it's not like you have a set idea you need to work with. Obviously, you can get, your peers share ideas, but you can work with essentially whatever idea fits you. So, for me, last year I did a story over the El Reno tornado, and that did really well. This year I did a story of how global warming and how it's affecting the eastern shift of Tornado Alley. So you can make things that you're passionate about and still do really well in the program.
Yeah, and that's awesome. And I love what you said about how you have a goal of what you want to do. You want to go into meteorology. You want to be the weatherman or something like that. So that's awesome. So like, what are some of the next steps that you're looking for into your career? I know you still got the rest of this year, but like, what kind of plans do you want to build off of that you're learning in this program?
Well, in the long run, once I graduate, I want to try and go to Ball State because they have a really good meteorology program, and it's in-state too, so it's going to be cheaper because you know how things are right now. But yeah, I want to go to Ball State. I want to try and get a bachelor's, if not a doctorate, in meteorology because I don't want to just do TV meteorology. I mean, obviously that is the main goal, but if I can do anything on the side, like going storm chasing as well, which I went storm chasing this past spring, and it was wonderful. Doing meteorology on TV, it's always been a dream, and then if I can, even working for the National Weather Service in Norman, Oklahoma, that's like the end goal, I would say. So I think going into things with a goal is a really good thing to do, not just going into it aimlessly and blind. But like I said, I think going into something with a goal is a very good mindset to have.
It's awesome. It sounds like you have a great plan, and I'm excited to hear more about your journey along the way. So we'll take a quick break here, and then we'll get back here for the second half. You're watching and listening to WJHI TV and WJHI 98.5 Jeff FM.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to Jeffersonville, Indiana. Right now, Jeff trails 20-6. You're watching and listening to Red Devil Football live on WJHI TV and WJHI 98.5 Jeff FM. Getting ready for the start of the second half. Tyler Braid and Aiden Kurtzinger with you here today. Kind of recap what happened so far here in the first half. So, Floyd Central pretty much dominated on offense. They scored on the second, third, and fifth drive, and it's really been a testament to the rushing attack. And the Red Devils, they've had some sparks here and there, but just haven't had as explosive of plays that they've been able to do on offense. So what are some other pros and cons?
So I think kind of adding on to what you had said, we saw good aggression on the Floyd Central side. The con there I would say with that is that in some plays it was a bit too much, and so we saw some penalties with like some false starts, and that caused them to lose a lot of yardage. Although I will say in ties to that, they also have really good recovery skills. And then on the Jeff side, we've seen good defense here, although I will say it seems like with many plays, you'll see the Floyd Central side kind of come through the center, and they did that almost repeatedly for a while, and the Jeff side seemed to almost always kind of lose a decent amount of yardage to that same play. So I feel like their adaptability could be a little bit better, but I think they have really good team coordination, some very good communication between teammates, knowing what they want to do. I think they just need to try and analyze what the offensive side on Floyd Central does, and then they should be golden.
Yeah, it's awesome, and this is a Red Devils team. Like, it's totally feasible that you can get yourself back into this game. So, like, just play your brand of football. Just find your plays. Get it to your playmakers. We haven't heard much from Benji Rice. We've seen a couple of plays from Roe McBroom. Obviously had that explosive kick return. But in the end, it didn't really matter much because they threw an interception 2 plays later. So you can't shoot yourself in the foot. That's my main takeaway is what happened in the first half. Is every single time they had a big play going, they took 2 steps back.
Yeah, we saw this big shift constantly, almost like a wave, just kind of going back and forth. Jeff getting so close to getting another just more points on the board, and then be pushed back right again. It almost seems like maybe they could have been having it get in their heads a little bit, and you don't want to have that happen, even when you're so close to victory.
Yeah, it certainly is a challenge for these two sides. As you see the Red Devils warming up here, we still got about 2:30 to go here until we get ready for the second half. But let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Red Devils after this game. So after this game against Floyd Central, they host another home game right here at Bill Ware Field against Bloomington North, coming about an hour and a half away, coming on down before the Red Devils head on the road to face off their rival in the New Albany Bulldogs. That one's going to be a good one on October the 3rd. Then on October the 10th, they face Columbus East at home in Jennings County to finish off the year.
And then looking on the Floyd Central side, after this game, they're going to be facing against Columbus East on the 26th. Then, in their first opening game in October, they're going to be going against BNLHS. Then, on October 10th, JCHS. And then on the 17th of October, they're going to be going against New Albany. That's going to be a good game.
Yeah, so Bedford North Lawrence, Jennings County, and New Albany to finish off the year.
A lot of rivalry matches here.
Yeah, we had a great halftime talking with Coach Wilkerson and what's to expect of the basketball program, the boys program this year, coming off their state championship. And they had a comeback win in the semifinal, then defeated an undefeated Fishers team to take it home in Indianapolis, Indiana, to take home some hardware. And I'll love to see if they can defend that title, go back-to-back. And, you know, Jeffersonville, a city that's so invested in their basketball program. The football program did really well last season as well. They made the playoffs for the first time in a while after having a few rough seasons in the early 2020s, but came back last season, made the playoffs, and they're trying to build on that. And, you know, it's a different team this year and a different approach. Last year you saw a lot more passing. It was more of a passing offense, but this year they're running the ball a little bit more. And, you know, maybe it's a little bit wonky here today because of Thomas getting hurt, although he played really well against Kokomo. Just trying to figure out, okay, how do we utilize this? And Floyd Central, I mean, they're a good team. There's a reason why they're 3-1. So
both teams trying to get that motivation, essentially. You know, you want to keep your head in the game, as I've said before in the past. You want to make sure you're not getting too overconfident with yourself. You want to keep good communication among your teammates. You want to know what you're doing. You don't want to mess up any passes because then you could lead to some penalties. You'll lose yardage, and before you know it, you're sitting in front of your own end goal, which you don't want.
Yeah, definitely don't want to put yourself in that situation. So finally ready to get started here in the second half. So the Floyd Central, you see for our radio audience here, a great shot of the student section here wearing their jerseys out here. So teeing up the tee is Floyd Central to get the kickoff here.
Those kicks definitely added some good yardage for them.
Highlanders kicking from left to right.
Looks like we got some Red Devils ready to try and stop it from getting too far. Gearing up for the play.
So on the kick for the Highlanders, Owen Gerlach, ready to boot it away to get things going here in the second half. And we're underway in the second half. It's going to be a clean kick. It's going to be received at around the 5-yard line. He takes it up and past the 10, the 15, the 20 here on the left side, and is trying to push his way in bounds and is tackled out of bounds at around the 27-yard line.
Some great moves there by the Red Devils.
And that will set up the Jeff offense on their first possession here in the second half.
Catching that ball from Floyd Central, not letting it get too far.
And I kind of want Thomas to build off the mistakes that he had to finish off the last drive. He threw an interception. So now it's about, okay, It's a clean slate now. Second half, pretend like it's a 0-0 score and just do what you're best at. Sends a receiver in motion from left to right. He takes a snap. He's going to throw it over to the receiver. It's Roe McBroom who's tackled right away. And it's going to be a tackle for a loss. Second down.
Not exactly the greatest play there, but hey, you got to do what you got to do here in the early time. No critiques here whatsoever. The only thing I would say, maybe a little bit more hustle, although I guess it can be a bit of a stressful situation, especially coming back from halftime. And, you've got people just kind of waiting to tackle you if you even move a foot.
Yeah, and especially when you have those screen plays, you're not moving any further down the field. It's just a very horizontal motion that he was doing right there. So one receiver up on the far side, bunch trips to the left on the near side, excuse me. Oh, and he finds a hole, able to elude one defender and gets the first down, tackle that around the 38-yard line, and a nice cut there to get a few yards on the play. It's Darian Williams able to cut his way and maneuver, tackle just short of the logo here at midfield.
Big theme here for both sides. Learning from your mistakes is going to be a very, very key part in this game. Knowing what you did wrong, learning from them, and moving forward with a better strategy.
Thomas takes the snap on the shotgun, fakes the handoff. It's going to be a short pass here. Almost not sure what they were doing there. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be a trick play, a double pass there, but Floyd Central was all over it, and I think he hesitated because as soon as they made the pass, there was 3 or 4 Highlander defenders to be on him to set it up. Now it's second down and long.
A little bit too much trickery there, and it just dragged on a bit too far.
10:40 to go here in the third. Floyd Central leads 20-6.
Looks like we got 2 on the near side, 1 on the far side. And the Red Devils.
Got trips down here on the near side. Takes the snap, hands it off, throws it high and throws it deep here on the right side. And did he make the grab? And no, they are saying that he was out of bounds. Pass falls incomplete. It's 3rd and 16.
Now what you want to see here is a Red Devils fan. Braylon Gray still making good moves.
3rd and 16. Trips receivers down here on the near side. One receiver out wide to the right. Thomas takes a snap and throws it way too far. There was no connection there. Falls incomplete. It's a turnover on downs, and that will set up the punting unit.
I have no doubts in Braylon Gray's intercepting abilities, though. I mean, he's a 5'11" junior. He's about my height. He's got a really good build for this kind of thing, and I think if they can just line up that ball a little bit better, he's been having really clear shots towards the end zone. So I feel like if they can just line it up a little bit better, he'll just be like a fireball.
So this will set up the punt. It's a little bit of delayed punt. It's a fake punt. He tries to throw it deep, gets intercepted. And I am not sure what happened right there. I think he saw that there was going to be a fake, that it was going to be a blocked punt, and he tried to do the fake punt there, was trying to just play zero ball, trying to protect himself a little bit, and just ended up becoming disastrous. But it's a tough situation to be in because I think he knew that that punt was going to get blocked. It was going to get blocked. There were 3 defenders right there.
You got to have some quick thinking in this sport, but of course those nerves can just kind of begin to fire uncontrollably whenever you're surrounded by 3 people.
Yeah, and I saw the reaction immediately as soon as he did it. He regretted it, but you know, it happens from time to time. So it's going to be a handoff over to Robertson. Gets a few yards on that play.
But that's good. That's not a bad thing. You know, he knows that maybe in that situation he shouldn't make that play again. He's going to learn from it.
Yeah, that's the point. And that's the point. The coach didn't yell at him, didn't say well. He just said he was just talking to him, just probably told him what he would do in that situation. You know, I'm not going to assume, but just have that conversation. Not worry about it. Say, hey, we got this. Move forward.
Looks like we're going to have 1 on the near side.
And 1 on the far side as well. 1 back in the backfield. It's Robertson to the left of Mole. Mole hands it off to Robertson. He tries to roll his way over to the right side. Doesn't get much going there, but a few yards do add up. Sets up 3rd down.
Definitely seeing some good defense here on the Jeff side as Floyd Central is still kind of pushed towards their end goal here.
Yeah, they are in enemy territory with the ball spotted at the 33-yard line. It's 3rd down and 5, 9 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Floyd Central still leads 20-6 over the Red Devils. Trips out to the left, one to the right, one back of the backfield to the left. But check that now, Robertson's on the right of Mole. Mole in the shotgun. That's going to be a false start on the wide receiver, number 0, Donovan Taylor. He jumped the gun. And the refs will call that all day. It's a false start, puts them back 5 yards.
I'm seeing a similar play to what we saw in the second quarter, where Floyd Central put a lot of guys on the far side and only one on the right side, if not none. And then that'll cause them to actually lose some yardage there.
Yeah, they seem to be used to running that trip formation, especially on 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to it here. And instead, they're going to split out 2 receivers out wide on both sides, and one back in the backfield. Robertson to the right of Mull. He's going to send a receiver in motion to the left side to set up trips on the left. Takes the snap. Mull fakes it, now throws it to the left side, and that's going to be pass interference on the defender. Had a little bit too much contact. That's going to be an automatic 1st down for Floyd Central.
Definitely stopped him, just not in the way you'd want to.
So just, once again, Red Devils shooting themselves in the foot. Had a great couple stops, but a play like that moves the chains.
Got to be careful, and you don't want to be too aggressive, as we've seen. Both sides doing very well to manage their energy. Neither one showing signs of burnout.
So now how do you respond? How do you go about this? That's the question that this Red Devil defense will have to answer if they want to stay in this game. 2 receivers out to the far side, one on the near side. It's going to be a handoff now over to Robertson. He finds a hole. He's bulldozing his way to the 10, the 5, and is tackled down at the 3-yard line.
He found a hole in the Red Devil defense, not something you want to see.
Chugging his way to the 3-yard line to set up 1st and goal for the Highlanders. 2 receivers out to the left side, 2 to the right. It's going to be a handoff. Robertson once again pushing his way towards the goal line. And he is short. It is 1 yard. At the 1-yard line, I should say. 8:20 to go. 2nd down and goal.
Saw a setup exactly like this in the second quarter.
2 receivers out left, 2 to the right. Robertson back at it. Once again, dives into the end zone, and that's going to be no signal. Touchdown. Touchdown, Floyd Central. Once again, Robertson gets another touchdown on the board here today.
Jeff still in search of that next goal. Looks like they may have another injury on the field.
Yeah, it looks like it is a Red Devil. Trainer's already out there.
The Highlanders 26, Red Devils 6. We got 2 seconds over 8 minutes in the 3rd quarter. Both teams talking amongst themselves. Coach Washington talking to one of his players, telling him what he would do in the situation, how to handle it. At the end of the day, you just got to move forward.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen larger comebacks happen before. It's not looking promising, especially it's mainly the defense. The defense, it's just they're doing a great job in getting those stops, but then they're doing penalties that kind of reverse that. So it's just hard to get anything consistent when you're giving up those plays. It's the extra point gets set up here for Floyd Central. Snap down. It's going to be a fake. It looks like it might be a bad snap, so they try to get it down. A scruffle here. What is going on? A lateral over to the right side, and that's going to be a penalty. I think it might have been a forward, an illegal pass. Try to make it a lateral, but I think it might have gone forward. So, nonetheless, tackled. Sure, kind of a wacky play there.
I agree. I mean, the fake out, I'm not sure if that was needed.
I think it was a bad snap. I don't think that was intended to be a fake field goal. But nonetheless, not sure what happened there and why they decided to lateral it. Maybe they see the score and up by 20 and they're wanting to risk that. I think that's kind of a bold move, but Well, is what it is, and it's still and now it stays at 26-6.
Well, and from the Jeff side of the table, I'm kind of hoping they do. Team setting up their plays once again.
They'll set up for the kickoff for the Floyd Central.
Got some guys in the back ready to stop a ball if it tries to go too far.
So the kickoff attempt for Floyd Central. So it will be a touchback for Floyd at Central. (26-6), 8:02 here in the third quarter. So now this is, and we said this time and time again now, but it really is an important drive when you're down by 20 points. So got to be able to score right now. Put yourself in a prime position to get some scores here.
Running out of leeway here. You're going to have to start making some of the better plays.
We'll see what plays they have going for them. Two receivers down here on the left side. You got two backs in the backfield, both on each side of Thomas. He motions the receiver out here in a bubble screen. Trying to push his way forward is Gray, and he gets tackled out of bounds at around approximately the 17-yard line.
Braylon Gray's been making moves for the Red Devils side. It's definitely something we need.
One receiver down here on the near side, three on the far side. One back in the backfield to the left of Thomas. Thomas takes a snap, almost has a hard time corralling it, but a great job by Williams, able to kind of still hold on to it. He was still able to grab it, but kind of like did like almost like a 360 and rolled his way forward a couple of yards. Great recovery, not able to lose the ball.
Whatever gets you the yards.
Yeah, whatever gets you to hold on to the ball.
Yeah.
7:33 here in the third.
You gotta love the grip the Red Devils have. They're not one to just let the ball slip.
Two receivers down here on the near side, two on the far side, one back in the backfield. Thomas takes a snap in the shotgun, looks over, throws it over the middle, almost gets intercepted, but falls down onto the turf. Falls incomplete.
Red Devils still, once again, searching for a way to kind of weasel their way out of a situation in which it's just a big scuffle, trying to get some of their players that are on the near or the far side and trying to get them to go towards their goal.
It's going to be a timeout called for the Red Devils.
Seen quite a few timeouts this game. Definitely a lot of discussion to be had, plays to be made.
It's a player actually down on the ground, so it looked like it will be an injury timeout for Floyd Central. Fortunately, a lot of injuries here today, but I think it's a lot to do with the weather outside. Still 86 degrees here. And it's 9 p.m.
You wouldn't think it, but
yeah, even though it is still like, even though it's the middle of September, it's still, you still have that hot weather. You still have that hot climate. You got to stay hydrated, I should say.
We had our false fall. Now we're in that second summer here in Indiana.
Yeah, good way to put it. Good way to put it. Cheerleaders on the track, taking a knee, showing their support, hoping that the player is okay.
Red Devils trying to concoct up some plans here. They need to start getting those points back on the board as soon as they can. Both sides talking amongst themselves once again. A lot of pride in this win for both sides. It's not just the win.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pride within the two programs here that have been playing each other so long.
You know, as we said in the beginning, the Red Devils haven't won against Floyd Central since 2020, and before that, 2013.
Yeah, and it's a win that the Red Devils are hungry for. They still got a long way in this game, so the player is walking off on his own will, so that's always a great sign.
The Red Devils want this win. They're going to have to earn it.
Now at the 31-yard line, second down and 10.
One receiver down here on the near side, one on the far side.
Looks like one in the back.
Thomas takes the shotgun snap. He's going to throw it high. It's a wobbly pass. And Roe McBroom does a great job trying to stop in his way and try to get the pass interference, and he does so. Great job for him, able to stop in his tracks and get the defender all on him to get contact. And that moves the chains, an automatic first down.
Quick play by him, and that's a really good play you want to see. It's like if he knew that he might not have been able to get that ball, so he's like, I'm going to get the yards some other way.
Exactly.
Very quick thinking. That's going to be crucial.
Yeah, exactly. That's just being smart. That's just being smart, being able to draw a play like that. Even if you can't, you're saying, hey, I see the pass, it's not looking great. Let me see if I can get a PI. And that's what experienced players do. So that's nice for him, like a sophomore, to be able to make a play like that.
It's very impressive.
7:06 to go, 26-6 in favor of the Highlanders over the Red Devils.
Red Devils seeming to show some motivation here.
Yeah, they'll need it. Down 20 points. Roe McBroom over on the far right side. Thomas takes the snap, looking over towards the left side. He's going to throw it deep. And once again, overthrows. A lot of overthrown passes here today from Thomas. He's seeing his options, and he's just trying to gun it downfield, but just puts a little bit too much mustard on it today.
Red Devils, they've got a plan in their pocket. They're just trying to figure out a way to execute it. Saying, we know we can't do this. We know they're going to do that. So let's try something else.
Sends the wing back in motion. Thomas hands it off to Williams. Williams gets a few yards and stumbles his way right on the J logo at midfield. Gets a few yards on that play. It's probably going to be around, looks like second down and 4, maybe second down and 5.
Very
quick takedown.
.6:30 on the clock here in the third. One receiver down here on the near side.
Red Devils need to do something big here to get that yardage back.
Rowan McBroom is out there on the far right side. Thomas takes a snap. Guns it over, left side. It's going to be caught at the 40. Spins past one defender. Gets past another. He's at the 20. At the 20 for 15, 10. And tackled it around the 8-yard line.
Amazing moves by Braylon Gray.
Waylon Gray able to elude a couple defenders, able to shimmy, step to the other, finds the hole, gets his few yards there and tries to get past another and gets tackled down at the 8-yard line to set them up in the red zone for the Red Devils.
And might I add, that was an amazing spin move as well.
Takes a snap, hands it off to Williams. Williams gets tackled down.
Not much advance there on the yardage terms.
Yeah, probably got about 2 yards. Ball spotted at the 7-yard line. It's second down and goal.
The Red Devils very, very close to their goal. That's what they're going to need here. Let's see if they can act on this opportunity. Red Devils setting up a play. They look confident in it.
One receiver down here on the near side, one on the far side. One back in the backfield. It's Williams to the left of Thomas. Thomas takes a high snap and able to corral it down, hand it off to Williams. Williams gets a few yards up the middle and is tackled down. Might have gotten 2 yards. Looks like they'll spot him approximately at the 6-yard line.
Pushing through yard by yard. The Red Devils move closer to another goal.
Or check that, no, it was a gain of nothing. Spot on the 7-yard line.
Well, I'll be.
Jeff offense huddling up.
A lot of huddles this game, and that's a good thing. You need that communication.
Yeah, as long as you're on the same page, do what you got to do. 2 receivers out far wide. Fumbled on the snap. Thomas just has to heave it up into the end zone, and it ends up with a touchdown. Touchdown in the left corner of the end zone. And check that. No, they're going to say it's incomplete. Nation Rowe McBroom thought he had it down. The referee says otherwise.
Not happy.
Let's see here. We're watching here on the replay, and it looks like he didn't get his feet down in bounds.
Ever so close, but they made that plan work. I feel like they can do it again.
And a play that started off with a disaster with Thomas fumbling the ball on the snap. Just chucked it up there and was hoping for the best, and Rowe McBroom almost got his feet down, but
they've got a second shot.
He got a second shot here, and it is 4th down, so it's their last shot. And once again, another bad snap. Thomas will just have to heave it up into the end zone and hope for a prayer. It almost falls into his hands, but falls incomplete. It's going to be a turnover on downs.
Jeff side not happy about that.
You can't have 2 bad snaps in a row. You just can't. You just can't afford to have that.
I could sense it when that ball that did not go in his hands. He didn't look too happy with himself.
So just when Jeff was driving and had something going, once again, just tossing it, throwing it away, literally and figuratively. And now it's the Floyd Central offense. They're starting off with the ball at the 7-yard line.
Floyd Central got a lot of ground to cover.
1st and 10, it's going to be a handoff to Robertson. He pulls his way over to the right side. Is tackled down at around the 15-yard line.
15-yard line. Tackle made by Larry Tush.
Floyd Central talking it over.
Break the huddle. And now it's going to be a pro kind of wing formation. Under center is Mole. He's going to hand it off to Robertson. Robertson's going to take it up the middle and get a boatload of yards. Chugs his way to just about the 21-yard line. 3:44 here in the 3rd quarter. Floyd Central leads 26-6 over Jeff.
So I'd like to add here, both sides fighting back and forth, but I love to see the motivation on both sides. It's great to see them still playing for the win. They know what they want to do, and regardless, I feel like they're still having a good time.
Yeah, Floyd Central not putting their foot off the gas, and while it's frustrating, obviously, for the Jeff side, they're still giving their best effort for the most part. It's just a couple of mistakes that have cost them.
The effort is what's valuable here.
It looks like that's going to be an offsides on Jeff. Look like the right defensive end jumped a little bit. That's going to be, looked like it was Jaden Kelly.
5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 5.
So that will set up a 1st and 5 for the Highlanders.
Highlanders once again talking it over as they begin to turn to their formation. Looks like we have one on the near side, one on the far side.
One back in the backfield to the left of Mull. Mull takes the snap, guns it down here, caught at the 30 and met out of bounds. And a nice catch by Dante Taylor.
The Devil just thrown into his teammates.
Stopped at the 33-yard line.
The Red Devils definitely holding their own, though, and that's what you love to see here.
The ball is spotted at the 33-yard line on the 1st down and 10. Got 5 down linemen for the Red Devils. Got 1 receiver, or check that, 2 receivers down here on the near side, 1 on the far side. 1 receiver in the slot set in motion from right to left. 1 back of the backfield, it's Robertson. Robertson gets the handoff over on the left side. Almost could have been tackled for a loss, but in fact does get tackled for a loss, or at least at the line of scrimmage, or at least at the original line.
Little to no yardage gain there on the Floyd Central side.
And I'm going to expect this Floyd Central team to try to And I say that as a kind of hurry up on the clock here. Robertson trying to roll his way over to the right side. And what a hit over here on the right side. Trey Martin trying to bring the heat.
The Red Devils putting up that big defense that we've been waiting for this entire game.
It's going to be a penalty on the field. It's going to be a holding on the offense.
Floyd Central not exactly happy with how that went. Thinking of new plans to try and regain that yardage while the Red Devils remain stoic. Red Devils ready for whatever Floyd Central has to throw at him.
Penalty moves the ball to the 27-yard line of Floyd Central.
Like a 3-yard penalty.
2:21 here in the third. Empty backfield. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Moll takes a snap. He's going to take it upfield on the QB draw. Gets a few yards. Got to be careful that there's not a targeting penalty, and that looks like that's exactly what that's going to be on the Red Devils.
Penalty flag down on the play.
Penalties coming back into play here. Wants the team to lose some yardage.
Yeah, that's going to be, I'm assuming that's going to be a penalty on the Red Devils.
Not what you want to see here. They've been holding their own pretty well.
Targeting call on the Red Devils. Looks like it was on the... Not sure who it was on, actually. I thought it was on someone else, but nonetheless, tough spot.
Looks like it was on Michael Hooker-Smith.
Unnecessary roughness called on the play. Moves the ball to the Jeffersonville 47-yard line.
So that moves the ball all the way up into Jeffersonville territory at the 47-yard line. So a massive blow for the Red Devil defense. Takes a snap. Moll surveys the field, gets blocked right at the line of scrimmage, intercepted. He's going to take it to 40, the 35, the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. See you later. Touchdown, Red Devils. Curry and Thompson with the interception, takes it to the house to score. And the Red Devils not out of it just yet.
The comeback train is on the rails, everybody.
Still a lot of work to do, but it's a start to get things rolling. And he's pumped. He's feeling the energy. He's got the belt right there, the turnover belt. Gotta love to see it. Gets the touchdown. And now to set up the PAT.
Being congratulated by his buddies, as he should be. Floyd 26, Jeffersonville 12.
The Red Devils looking to make it 13 on this extra point.
They got to play it smart here. They can't let that touchdown get to their heads.
On for the PAT, Maxwell Schoonover. Snap down, kick on the way, blocked right at the line of scrimmage. Wow, the special teams has really struggled here today for the Red Devils. That's a second block kick here today.
Matt furious with how that went.
And what an interception there from Kirion Thompson off of the deflected pass. And all he had was daylight. Takes it to the house to get the score. Floyd Central 26, Jeff 12 with 1:58 here in the third.
But the Red Devils gearing back up.
So now it'll be the Red Devils here on the kickoff. Kicking right to left.
Red Devils all getting ready. Their plan. Looks like he's tuning it.
setting up the kick on the tee.
So you have Maxwell Schnuver looking for a redemption round here.
Schoonover getting ready to kick.
His buddy hyping him up. Getting ready.
Taking his steps to get ready to kick.
And here we go.
And it's a kind of a wobbly onside kick, and it was kicked directly to the front line of the Floyd Central squad. It was recovered by Colton Philpott, the senior defensive lineman on the front line of the return. And that sets up the Highlander offense at the 45-yard line.
Max Schoonover probably not very pleased with himself.
Well, I think he was going for that. I think he was going for the onside kick to try to get the ball back.
I believe he has faith in his team, and I believe his team has faith in him. Floyd Central talking it over amongst themselves as they get back into their formation. Looks like it's two on the far side.
One back in the backfield to the left of, or check that, to the right of Mole. Looks like they got a couple tight ends on the line to block for Robertson, who gets the handoff, finds a hole over, tries to bulldoze a couple of defenders, tackled down at around the 48-yard line. Clock is rolling with 1:45 to go here in the third. And you see the strength that Robertson on that last run, able to just stiff arm a couple of defenders to get a few yards and set up.
The Red Devils looking for a way to push back here and get more points on the board. But they're going to have to work for it first and get through this offense.
To run over. Tackled down at around the 50-yard line, right at midfield.
The Devils don't want the ball to move too far. They want to keep it inside their territory. The Devils making some good plays here, as we've seen. Their defense is getting stronger. The motivation is high. But so are tensions, as we are just under a minute in the third quarter. The clock ticks as the next play is about to begin.
Takes a snap in the shotgun, hand over to Robertson. Robertson just pushes his way to gain the first down, and that will move the chains. 25 seconds on the clock until they adjust the chains. They will resume the clock.
Robertson showing his worth on the Floyd Central team. Some very, very good rushing plays.
1st and 10. Robertson gets the handoff once again. He tries to run over on the left side, gains a few yards. Tackled at around the 28-29-yard line.
Floyd Central slowly but surely advancing to their territory.
And that does move the chains. So they're able to move the ball. Robertson rolling over to the right, to the left side, able to push his way forward, chugga choo choo, and he's tackled down at about the 15-yard line. But that will do it here for the third quarter. So right now, Jeff trails 26-12. We'll step away for a few moments right now. You're watching and listening to Red Devils football live on WJHI TV and WJHI 98.5 Jeff FM.
Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to Jeffersonville, Indiana. Getting ready for things here in the fourth quarter. Right now, Jeff trails 26-12. You're watching and listening to Red Devil Football live on WJHI TV and WJHI 98.5 Jeff FM. While you're down by 14 points, Aiden, if you're the Red Devils. Now, what do you got to do here to come back here in the last quarter?
Well, as we saw in the last quarter, things for the Red Devils are beginning to turn around. They got themselves a touchdown. Very exciting for the team. Gave them a big boost of motivation, which I think they needed after just almost a point drought. But they got to carry that momentum through. They can't let it get to their heads. And whenever the Floyd Central's on offense, they got to keep themselves strong, because we're still seeing members of the Floyd Central team push right through the center, which is their most guarded place. They got to keep their heads in the game when it comes to defense. They got to keep the momentum going, and the comeback train will be fine.
So that will set up a first down and 10. The ball is spotted at the 17-yard line. Floyd Central still has possession of the ball, and they got it. They've just had a struggle trying to defend Robertson. He is just pushing and plowing through. This Red Devil defense sets up the first and 10. A receiver in motion from left to right. It's going to be an end around. He tries to push his way past one defender, able to spin him off. And he is tackled down. It's Jackson Stone.
Very fast-paced play there. Trying to maneuver around the defense. Yeah.
Second down and 10. One receiver down to the left side. It's going to be a handoff over to Robertson. He tries to run his way over to the right side. Had a hole. Flag is thrown down on the field. There is a player down. Okay, he is standing up. So we'll see and await what the penalty is.
The Devils talking it over. Like I said, they got to get that momentum going. They don't want to. They want to make sure that the Floyd Central team isn't getting too ahead of them. And even if they are, they can't let that demotivate them. Motivation is the biggest key in this game and just in their games in general. If they see things aren't going well, they can't let that get to their head. It can make things worse if they do.
Yeah, so it's really, I think another way to put it is like mental toughness. Just being like, who's gonna play stronger? Who's gonna fight through it? One receiver down here on the near side, two on the far side, one back in the backfield. It's Robertson to the left of Mole. Mole will take the snap. He fakes the handoff. He's gonna throw it, a middle throw, and is able to get a few yards and catches it, and it's leveled at around the 10-yard line. Gains a few yards. So what was second down and 20 might be a third down and 3, so gained a decent amount of yards on that play.
Collided with Dominic Patterson.
Two receivers down here on the left, and a whistle is blown and a penalty marker down as Mo was not expecting to get the snap. It's going to be a false start on the offense to push themselves back once again.
False start on the offense.
The Red Devils moving forward ever again. Looks like we have one Red Devil on the near side. Form is beginning to take shape as the Floyd Central team talks amongst themselves once more, getting that motivation.
Takes a snap. Mo looks over, guns it over the middle, almost gets intercepted, but falls down on the ground. But nonetheless, a great stop on third down and 9.
Love to see those plays being made. It's great to see the Red Devils kind of they're knowing what to do. They're learning their enemy. They're learning how they play, and they're starting to adapt to that. And it's like adaptability, great skill you want to have on the team.
Yeah, and that's critical, is being able to adapt, seeing those situations. Okay, they've had a lot of success on this. How do we go about this? How do we change it? And better late than never. You still got a lot of work to do to get yourself back into this game, down 14 points. But every chance that you get, there is a player down on the field for the Red Devils. So there will be a couple of trainers out there.
Gives the Red Devils ample time to speak amongst themselves, adapt, saying, hey, this is what Floyd Central does. This is how they play. So this is what we need to do to counter that. This is how we're going to get around them. Floyd Central probably telling themselves that they need to keep moving, keep pushing. Trying to hold on to that mental awareness and stoicism. Both teams returning to their formations.
So Floyd Central gets set on offense. Trips receivers down here on the near side. 2 to the right, an empty backfield for Mull. Takes the snap, fires it over right side. And just a little bit short, falls incomplete. It's a turnover on down, so the Red Devils get the stop.
Looks like the ball is going to be in possession of the Red Devils here in just a minute.
And take the wins while you can. The Red Devil side were amped able to get the stop. And now it sets up your offense. 11:07 to go here in the fourth quarter. Floyd Central leads 26-12.
Red Devils are going to need to make some big plays here.
It's going to be 1st and 10. Ball spotted on their own 16-yard line. Trips receivers to the right. One to the left, one back of the backfield.
Ball in the hands of the Red Devils.
Thomas takes the snap. He guns it over left side. It's caught right at the 20, pushed out of bounds. Nice, easy stop and catch there on the goal route. Get a few yards, push it 5 yards. It's 2nd down and 5.
He kept his grip on the ball. You love to see that.
It's Thomas and Williams in the backfield. Rowe, McBroom, Tristan Newby out here on the near side, out wide. Takes the snap, shotgun, throws it over the middle and easily intercepted. And he's rolling at the 20 and hit out of bounds at the 20-yard line. There was no receiver in sight.
Absolutely none. That just allowed him to just plow through the field.
An unfortunate turnover there for the Red Devil offense. And that puts Floyd Central back in scoring position once again. The ball is spotted at around the 19-yard line.
Red Devils got to keep their heads and they got to keep their spirits high. They got to make sure they're not losing focus here. They got to keep playing. Play until that clock runs out.
2 receivers down here on the left side for Floyd Central. It's going to be a handoff to Robertson. Robertson rolling, finds an avenue, and is wrestled down at the 11-yard line.
Just barely when he thought he made it out of that defense, he has come crawling back to him and brings him down.
There is a Red Devil defender down. That will stop the clock at 10:07.
Red Devils, unfortunately, just dropping and dropping. You have to wish for their speedy recovery. They've been playing hard.
A couple of trainers taking it over, taking a look at him, making sure that he is okay. So, quick recap of the game, what's happened so far. Floyd Central just dominating the running attack, just pouring on. But the Red Devils had some moments on defense, just nothing going on offense. A couple of turnovers. We had a pick 6 in the 3rd quarter, able to take it to the house. But just a couple of turnovers for the Red Devils and a couple of penalties on defense has cost them.
Floyd Central's been aggressive in their offense and strong in their defense. Been plowing through the Red Devils, and whenever they have possession of the ball, they are a force to be reckoned with.
So the player is okay. He's able to walk out on his own will. That will bring out the Floyd Central offense once again.
Our Red Devils, they may get injured, but they keep on getting back up. They are some of the strongest, and we love to see that.
Second down and 3, ball spotted at the 11-yard line, 9:57 here in the fourth. A receiver in motion. It's Jackson Stone. He goes from left to right, trips over on the right side now. Takes the snap, it's a handoff to Robertson. He's going to push his way. Able to sidestep, dives into the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown, Floyd Central.
That's going to bring Floyd Central to 32.
And another touchdown for Robertson. That's at least his third of the day. And they'll set up for the extra point attempt.
Just under 10 minutes left on the clock here in the fourth quarter. The Red Devils needing a miracle here.
So they're going to go for 2 here. Takes a snap. It's a handoff over there and easily trotting his way into the end zone in the left corner for the extra point. Or excuse me, the 2-point conversion. Easily good. And rolling is Donovan Taylor, sidestepping his way into the end zone.
Floyd Central playing hard and scoring harder. Red Devils need to hold on to those spirits. To make good plays, smart decisions, there's still hope.
So the Red Devil kick return team coming out here.
Cheerleaders doing their duty, giving our players the motivation that they need. Red Devils ready to fight with everything they have.
Floyd Central kickoff team talking it over, getting ready to kick it off here.
And Osama Rice are back deep to return.
So Gerlach will take his steps to wait on his kick here in the fourth. Boots it away. It's going to be a squib kick over the middle. And it's picked up here. He'll take it out around the 20, the 25, the 30, 35, just short of the 35. Tackled out of bounds and sets up this Red Devil offense.
Red Devil flying forward.
Logan Young with the tackle.
Showing that they're not going to give up just yet. They've still got fight in them.
Ball spotted at the 34-yard line.
9:46 left on the clock here as the Red Devils get started on this drive. Williams is in the backfield to the left of Thomas. 2 receivers down here to the right. It's a fake handoff over on the end around. Instead, it's handed up the middle to Williams. Gets a few yards on that play. Should set up 2nd down and 8.
Bobby Carlos with the tackle.
Coach is talking it over with the players to set up the play. It's going to be 1 receiver down here on the near side, 1 receiver out on the far side, 1 wing back, and 1 back in the backfield. Takes the snap, guns it over right side. It's going to be caught. He's at the 45, the 50, pushes his way down to the 45. He's in Floyd Central territory, along with the rest. And immediately a Red Devil player is down after making the play. And that was Andre Walker.
Amazing plays here by the Red Devil, just driving forward across the field, trying to get themselves to that end zone. Every yard counts.
So 9:05 here. And we've seen a lot of injuries on this Red Devil squad so far here today.
You need to make sure you're staying hydrated as well when you're playing this hard.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously it was a very hot day out here. At least normally a hot day. An abnormally hot day for being the middle of September in the high 80s.
The year's flying by.
One back in the backfield. Two receivers bunched up on the right and left side. Thomas takes the snap. Guns it over, left side. It's caught by Williams. A flag thrown down on the field. He tries to move his way and gets to the first down marker. We'll see what the penalty is.
He went down around the 38-yard line.
And it looks like it's going to be holding on number 75 based on the reaction that he did. Very expressive, but nonetheless, Williams' play will have to be revoked, and that will now set up.
Just because the play is revoked doesn't mean you shouldn't play hard still.
Sets up a first down and a long.
You keep doing what you're doing.
Ball spotted at the 45. Back into Jeff's territory at the same formation. Bunched receivers on each side. Thomas takes a snap and tries to throw it over to the left side. Instead, tries to throw it deep, and it falls incomplete. He had a receiver who was wide open here, about 5 to 10 yards, but Thomas decided to throw it deeper. He had Braylon Gray wide open on the left side.
And we've seen how Braylon Gray makes the moves in this game.
Not sure what Thomas, and I don't know if it had something to do with the pressure, but Gray was wide open. I don't know why he didn't make the throw to him.
Most likely, it seems he must have had a plan initially, and then obviously defense came up on him, and he kind of panicked.
Yeah, I don't know why you would have panicked there. You had a receiver who was wide open, but nonetheless, another mistake that just can't get them going. That's snap, throws it over, and this time it's caught, and this time gets a few yards on that play, tackled on around the 37-yard line. That was almost the exact play in which the receiver was open there. So this time Thomas able to throw it down on the check down here, rolls over to the left side.
Big theme in this. You just have to have mental toughness. You can't panic in situations like that.
Gets the pass complete to Tristan Newby. Sets up a 3rd down and 8. Takes a snap. Thomas surveys the field, throws it over to the right side. This time it's back to Gray. Gray trying to get over to the yard line, and did he get to the first down yardage? Ref says it is a first down, so they get it. A nice pass there. Thomas able to get it over to Gray as he tries to kind of elude a couple of defenders and pushes his way forward.
A little bit of hesitation there on that play, but it still brings his team to the first down.
And this time it's a Floyd Central player down on the field.
Not what you want to see either. Hope he's okay. Red Devils talking to themselves, trying to make sure their friends keep their spirits high.
So the Floyd Central team that sits at 3-1 looking to move up to 4-1 after this game here today. After this game, they will move up to 4-1, barring that anything drastic changes here late in this game.
With the
So after this game against Jeffersonville, sorry to cut you off, they go on the road to Columbus East, then back home for Bedford North Lawrence, October 10th against Jennings County, then on the road to New Albany to finish off the regular season.
And with a game like this, no matter how it turns out, the Red Devils shouldn't let this stop them from trying just as hard, if not harder, in their next game. You know, they can take the lessons they've learned from this one and apply it to their next. And, I mean, when the time comes around, again, they fight even harder and they win.
Yeah, and that's part why you see a lot of teams, you know, watch over their game tape, see what you did wrong, see how you can improve for the next game. It's all a learning experience at the end of the day. Two receivers bunched up here on the near side, two over on the left side. Thomas takes the snap. He rolls us over, met with pressure, and has to throw it away. Goes incomplete. It's 8:31 here in the fourth quarter. Floyd Central leads 34-12.
Red Devils setting themselves up.
There's a penalty marker on the play.
That's what the refs are discussing.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
So it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct on the Red Devils.
I'm curious as to what that unsportsmanlike conduct was. I didn't see much there.
Yeah, I missed what happened on the field, but I'm sure it might have been something said, not quite sure. Nonetheless, a lot of penalties and a lot of injuries has really made this game pretty long. We still have 8:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. We're coming up on 3 hours.
Been a bit of a long one.
Now move to the 39.
The exhaustion seems to be getting to both teams as well.
Second.
Especially the Jeff side. 2 receivers down here on the near side, 2 on the far side. Thomas takes the snap. He guns it high and guns it deep. Nobody's quite there. It falls incomplete.
Pass intended for Braylon Gray. Incomplete. Third down.
Looks like the Red Devils doing anything they can here to make this better for themselves. Floyd Central team holding confident in their abilities here and this game. Teams coming back into formation. Looks like we have
2 receivers down here on the near side, 2 on the far side. And Tristan Newby split out wide at the slot on the left side. Roe McBroom in motion. It's going to be a pass over here on the right side, a screen pass, and tackled strongly at the 48-yard line. Sets up a 4th and 25. Will look like a promising drive for the Red Devils. An unsportsmanlike conduct penalty pushes it way back and just changes everything.
how this game has been going for the Red Devils. I wouldn't be surprised if that unsportsmanlike conduct was something verbal.
Nonetheless, it cost them.
Can't let that anger get to your head, man.
Sets up the punt with 7:50 and running. The punt is a low punt, and it's going to bobble its way and rolling down, and it's going to be a good punt. Touches it at the 3-yard line, so excellent field position for the Red Devil defense.
Red Devils looking to tack on some more points to that board.
But they'll have to stop this Floyd Central offense first.
Right, you are, Tyler. They got to give it everything they got here.
But you can get some points if you're able to stop them and get a safety here. So maybe put on that pressure.
That could be the play.
Just got to stop them any way that you can.
Red Devils might not be fighting for victory anymore, but now they're showing that the fight for their resilience.
It's going to be a run up the middle, gets a few yards. Ball's going to be spotted at around the 8-yard line. Couple of substitutions for the Floyd Central offense.
Second down and 4.
The Red Devils standing amongst themselves as one team, the Floyd Central team as well. Thinking about how to end this game.
Second down and 4 at the 8-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to Robertson. Robertson will try to push his way forward. It's going to be spotted at the 11-yard line.
So we got 6 minutes 40 left on the clock here in the last quarter.
1 yard short of the line of the game.
Third down and 1 for the Highlanders.
Red Devils fighting with all they have now.
Going to be handoff up the middle, and it looks like he got it. That will be a first down for Floyd Central. 6:15, or check that, no, 6:17. And now the clock is running on the first down.
Red Devils preparing any final moves they may have.
First and 10 at the 15.
They now play for the love of the game.
That's right, finish strong. 2 receivers down here on the near side for Floyd Central, 1 to the right. 1 wing back and 1 back in the backfield. Takes a snap. It's a handoff to Robertson. Robertson tries to push a few yards forward. Tackled down at the 19-yard line.
Stopped at the 19. Gain of 4 on the play brings us 2nd down and 6.
5.5 minutes left on the clock here.
Two receivers down here on the near side, one on the far side, one back in the backfield. He's to the left of Mull. It's Robertson. He will once again take the handoff. Robertson just falling his way forward at the 25. Sets up a 3rd and a few yards. But check that. No, they said that he got the first down, and that will move the chains.
Bill Ware Field tonight has seen a lot of unexpected plays, penalties, and just a gameplay in general, just a lot of back and forth.
A lot of stoppages in there as well, and sometimes that kind of stops your momentum depending on how you're doing. I'm not saying that is or isn't the case for the Red Devils, but it's certainly been a challenge. But you got to be able to fight past that because both teams are dealing with it. It's going to be a run over to the left side. He finds an avenue. He's at the 35, the 40, and is tackled down at around the 35-yard line.
Mr. Kobe on the run out to the 46-yard line.
The Devils moving back up onto field-ish.
Yeah, after giving up a first down on a big run for the Floyd Central. It's 4:19, clock is rolling. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line. Floyd Central, 1st and 10. One receiver out on the far side, 2 on the near side, 1 back in the backfield. You got a wing back over on the left side behind the line of scrimmage. It's a handoff over to the left side, trying to elude tacklers as Luke Jacoby. He doesn't get much rolling there. It's 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, some great maneuvers on both sides here. Luke Jacoby, one of the best here.
Tackle made by Darion.
Looks like a substitution or two was made on the Floyd Central side.
Second down and 8.
Mull will stand in the shotgun. Sends a receiver in motion. It's Maddox Baird. A handoff over to the right side. Misses one Jeff defender. Tries to push his way forward. And is wrestled down at around the 47-yard line. Clock rolling with 3:05 to go here in the 4th. So, Aiden, what would you take away from this game that Jeff needs to improve on and do better for so they can succeed in the rest of their games here in 2025?
I think their offense has been great, but they definitely need to do some work on their defense. You know, there's been too many an instance here where they've, had people come through the most defended parts, especially, regarding some of the plays when they've been further down the field. The defense, I mean, they've been doing their best, surely, I don't doubt that. But I think improvements still do need to be made regarding that, as well as not letting your opponent kind of slip past you as well on those far sides of the field as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a penalty on Floyd Central to move them back a few yards. I would say, the defense, they need to clean up the penalties. The offense is the one that really needs to improve after today. There are too many turnovers that they just need to work on, and just a couple of missed opportunities that you keep shooting yourself on the foot. So, unfortunate, but if you learn from those opportunities, the Red Devils should be just fine. But I will say, following the pattern that we've seen so far this schedule, you mentioned a little bit earlier, they're fitting the bill here today with a loss. Mull surveying the field, a penalty marker down as he's able to not make the catch at around the 40-yard line. Looked like he had it, but unable to corral it, so it falls incomplete. We'll see what the penalty is on the field.
And though the Red Devils may fit the bill for their wins and losses here tonight, they may not go home victorious, and they still played like winners today, though, and that is what matters.
Yeah. There's a lot of great takeaways that you can take away from this game. Just figure out how you can improve and move forward with that. No need to dwell on the past. Just find but it is important to watch back what you did to see what you can improve on. It's all a learning experience at the end of the day.
As long as this Red Devil team sticks together, just like a family, they'll be all right.
A family it is indeed. It's a holding penalty on Floyd Central. To move it to spot the ball.
2.5 minutes left on the clock here.
It's going to be spotted at the 39-yard line. Two receivers down here on the near side, two on the far side, one back in the backfield to the left. Takes a snap, Mole throws it over to the right side on the bubble screen. He's got blockers, tries to get it over to the 45-yard line. Gets right about back to the original line of scrimmage. It's 2:20 on the clock and rolling. A lot of substitutions coming on. It's looking like the Highlanders are going to punt it here. Nation Rowe McBroom was out there to receive the punt, but it's going to be a timeout for Jeff.
The Devils now going to be talking with their coach, maybe on what they could improve on, some things they could do better. Coach telling them, don't let this bring you down. As we said earlier, there is no success without failure.
So with the Red Devils, they'll be back at it home next week against Bloomington North before heading on the road to face a rival in New Albany.
That's going to be a good one.
It's always a good one. I would say this game right here and the New Albany game, two of the biggest rivals for the Red Devils. So a punt here for Floyd Central. It's going to be a clean punt over the head of Rowe McBroom, and that will float its way. Is it a touchback? And it looks like it is. Had a chance to kind of pop its way on the 1-yard line and stay there. That would have been excellent field position for the Floyd Central defense, but nonetheless, it's a touchback. And 1:55 here left on the clock. Just finish strong at the end of the day.
You want to finish strong, do what you can, play the game for the love of it at this point. Devils keeping their spirits high.
And the offense will trot out for what will most likely be the last time here today in this game.
They're wanting to go for any last points they can to maybe narrow the gap. And of course, that's what you love to see.
Takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, garnering a few yards. Tackled down at around the 25-yard line. Looks like it will be spotted at the 26, but a penalty marker is down on the field.
Red Devil offense. Trying to think of a different plan here, a different approach.
It's going to be a penalty on Florida Central. It's going to be a face mask. And that's a 15-yard penalty to make it an automatic first down for the Red Devils. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line.
Penalty moves the ball to the 40-yard line. Touchdown.
The Devils looking to advance just a little bit further on the field. As you said, finish strong.
One wing back for the Red Devils. Receivers split out wide to the right and left. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Reverses direction at the 40-yard line. Had a chance to cut it over on the sideline, but instead verts his way inside. 1:35 in running here in the fourth.
Tackle made by number 90, Tristan Wheatley.
It was a nice run by Samu Rice.
4-yard gain on the play brings him second down.
Now it's second down and 6. 1:19 in rolling on the clock here in the fourth.
The Devils getting into their position.
One receiver down to the near side and one on the far side. It's a handoff off the middle. It's back to Rice. And doesn't get much going there. 1 minute left here in this game.
A lot of holding at the line of scrimmage.
I'm assuming they're just going to try to run this clock here. Maybe take one shot here and there, see what you can do, but
Correction, Matthew Holt.
I think it's safe to say Floyd Central has taken this game.
yeah, I'm assuming they're going to try to run as much of the clock as they can.
have fun with it, you know.
Handoff over here. Rice will try to blaze his way over on the left side. Tries to cut it upfield. There's no avail. 25 seconds to go. You see the players walking. The players are lining up. So that looks like it will do it here. So the players lining up here. And that'll do it. 10 seconds and rolling. And a resounding victory for Floyd Central. The Red Devils will have to wait as the streak moves on to another year. The Red Devils will have to wait till next year to get their shot against Floyd Central. So that will do it here from Jeffersonville, Indiana. The Red Devils fall short to the Floyd Central Highlanders 34-12. You are watching and listening to Red Devils football live on WJHI TV and WJHI 98.5 Jeff FM.